Yes, please. I remember statues set in the wall. We broke down a plaster-covered woven wall, and there's a sarcophagus of some kind. I think it's got a beard. That's all I remember. Hmm. So the one of the carved figures has an actual bull skull on it, or it's carved like a bull skull? Yes. Because, I mean, we saw what happened last time we found a bull skull in this place. If it's a real skull, it definitely, I want it. Okay. Okay. Then I would like to move over to it. And see if it can be picked up. I assumed. Yes. And it wakes up.
It grabs you.
It wakes up.
Crap baskets.
Oh,
Well,
heck.
Oh, heck. You got it, big guys. We're gonna stay here. It wakes up.
Oh, of course. I should open my character sheet. That's usually helpful in this kind of game.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
He's only squeezing? Practically prone. Immune to prone while in the burial chamber. I immediately start punching the head. Punch. 8. I think misses. Wait, so if he's squeezing, it's straight attacks, right? Okay. I'm gonna use a key point and give him another punch. 20? For 6 bludgeoning.
As you punch a rock.
We fought skeletons, so I'm hoping this one works the same. So I didn't draw my spear. Excellent, excellent. And make a dexterity save. He is knocked prone. Doesn't really mean anything, but I can do it. And then I give him another ka-chop, a 19. For, let's call it 16. I'm stomping on the rib cage. He has a health bar all of a sudden. Okay. I'm very confident in what I've done to this man. That's my whole turn.
Well, it's video game logic. It only appears when it feels threatened.
Oh, Raxus, what happened to your health?
What the hell?
Yeah, he got hit
The
a
hell?
couple of times.
Oops.
I think the Hydra bit him a couple times.
Okay, so Zermades, you done?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So this Minotaur skeleton, knowing that it's squeezing on its hands and knees, and knowing that it has advantage to strike you, it's a normal attack. So no need to go reckless. So it's just going to go ahead and use its great axe.
Is it using its full movement to stand up?
No, he did not use this. He didn't stand up.
Oh, okay.
He just rolled a 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta check that one. No, I have a 17.
Okay, so he misses. Gallus, you hear, not a whole lot, just a lot of movement. You don't know there's a fight going on.
Nope.
You don't see down the hole, and you don't see around the corner. So
What about the dagger?
What about the dagger?
The lover's blade.
It's tucked away in someone's belt.
I had been showing the room through it, but it sounds like I put it away to grab this skull. Because I would have needed my hands free to grab a bull skull. That's big.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap.
Is the
You guys
now dark
okay?
then?
You guys
I have dark
okay in
vision.
there? Yeah, he has dark vision. He's a cat. You guys okay in there?
Yeah, we're moving on. Argus, you have the exact same opinion, and we go to Raxus. Can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
If I
Mike.
can, I'm gonna go rushing up to it and.
You don't have to
Right.
move. It's close enough for you to strike it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was further away. Never mind.
It's big enough that it fills the room. So you have disadvantage to strike it, but you have advantage to strike it because it's prone. So you have a normal 8. An 8 misses.
And I'm going to use my second wind as my bonus action, just to be safe.
Okay, that's good.
That seems extravagant.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got some hit points back. Anything else?
Me, I'm looking forward for my uncanny dodge. With a shield.
I'm all good.
Okay, so we're back to the new round. Zermedes.
Zed.
Okay. Well, he's on the ground. I'm just gonna keep stomping on bones.
Okay.
With a 11.
11 misses.
Probably misses.
Correct.
Okay. Have a key point.
I'll
For a
gladly, I'll gladly have a key point. Okay, so you hit
24.
for 12 damage.
Yep. And he has to make a strength save, please.
Or
Be knocked back 10 feet. So I guess in this case 5.
why would it be 5? Why would it not
'Cause-
be 10?
There's not 10 feet for him to move.
Oh, he can move 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
But he
Well,
rolls a
then-
24.
Oh, well, he passed. He
Mhm.
absolutely passed.
Yep.
He's wedged in there. And my final 10. That's so upsetting.
Yeah.
That's max damage.
Mmm.
Well, that's all I got.
Okay, so he will again use his great axe to swing wildly in this room, trying to hit you. And he rolls an 8. Does that hit? No, okay. Gallus, Argus, Raxus. You heard someone outside one of the voices you barely can hear said, "Is everything okay inside there?" Is everything okay?
I lost the feed!
If I can barely hear it,
Yeah, you can barely hear.
I don't think I would have paid attention too much if I can barely hear it.
Yeah, because you're fighting.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 25? That looks like a hit.
Yep.
Okay, so you did 8 damage. All right, looks good.
Mhm.
So you stick, you're poking multiple times, and most of the time you poke goes between the ribs, but this time you actually caught a little bit of the rib cage and did your 8 damage.
All right. I'm good as is for that. That's my turn.
Okay. All right, Zermides. Rax is getting
Zermites.
involved.
Zermates strikes. I hope a 17 hits
Ooh, yeah, I think it does.
for 10. And then I'm going to save my final key point and just give him one kick to the skull. I missed. I
Correct.
stubbed my toe.
That is also correct. No, you didn't roll a 1. Okay, Minotaur Skeleton, Great Axe, Zermates. I rolled a 1. So that was breathtaking. He can't speak for D4 rounds.
Awkward.
Okay, now, Gallus, give me a perception check. Yeah. Okay, so you hear the sounds of bones cracking and a lot of shuffling and and grunting.
I'm gonna go in the hole.
Okay, so you're going to move over to the hull and jump down.
Yes.
There is a rope you could climb down.
I'm gonna climb down. I don't know where it is, though.
Yeah, I got you. So if you climb down, you just have to give me an athletics roll with advantage. All you need is a 10. Should be no problem.
You were saying?
I am saying that you fell and you take 1 point of damage.
I fell on my butt.
And you are prone.
You broke your coccyx.
No.
Okay, that was your move. Now, if you want to use your cunning action, you could dash by standing up and moving 1 square if you wanted.
I'm just gonna get up.
Okay. You are 10 feet away from a Minotaur. He's pretty much fills the room. A 5-foot step would get you in contact. But you would be squeezing if you tried to get in there and fight.
Yeah, not right now.
Okay. So, Argus, you see Gallus kind of like run in there, grab the rope, start climbing, and then slips, lands on his butt.
Yeah, I probably go over, check to make sure he's okay, and try to peek down, see if I can see anything. But I'm mostly just gonna kind of produce flame, but just hold it in my hand to try to cast light to be able to see better.
Okay, you're talking about like right there, kind of on where the rope is and looking down.
Yeah.
And see, yeah, it looks like he's okay. He brushed himself off and stood up.
You okay?
Raxus. Okay, so Argus, you can see Raxus. You can see his waist, you know, his buttocks or whatever, because he's kind of bent over, fighting something to his front. So you can see his legs and his, like the small of his back, you know. All right, so Raxus, what are you doing?
For 8 damage.
Oh, you just hit? Okay.
Yep.
8 damage. Yep, it takes 8 damage.
And
And it
I'm
keeps,
good. I'm doing good.
It keeps wanting to go to the... line up with a square. I'm trying to avoid that. Okay. All right, Zermates. This, you see one leg, a hip, an arm joint, and a head. The rest of it has all been busted onto the ground.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think it's still there. I think it's broken.
Yeah, you are correct. It had 1 hit point left. Okay,
Are
so
all of the bones marked with linear markings or just the skull?
okay, while you go and investigate the skeleton, yeah, it looks like the entire skeleton, like every single bone, how many bones are in a Minotaur's body? I don't know. Has some kind of rune etched into it.
I would say less than a human, but bigger.
Why not? Why not more? Because a Minotaur is just a human with a bull head.
Raxus don't have
Hooves? No.
not hooves. I mean,
He has hands, he has arms, he's got a shoulder and a chest.
like everything's human, but the face.
Yeah.
You don't know.
That's
For
right,
the
he doesn't
medium-sized
know.
minotaurs.
Yeah, have you ever been inside a Minotaur? No. But yeah, he looks like a very muscular human, but
With a bullhead.
like features of a bull, like fur and stuff like that, except but he still has pecs, he still has, abs, he still has all that stuff.
Hmm. Well, then it looks like those markings were probably what allowed it to return in this manner. Though now I am concerned, if the guard is undead, undoubtedly whoever is in this sarcophagus is as well.
What
Yeah,
the
should we-
hell happened down there?
Minotaur.
Yeah, that's Raxus.
And
The
a
room,
giant
is
undead one.
filled with clay vessels, mostly there's wood pieces on the ground. There's 3 wooden chests and a central sarcophagus.
That is the 5th undead I met since I met you guys.
Prepare to meet number 6. How big is it? I start to push on the sarcophagus lid.
I start helping Zermetes.
Okay, that's perfect. And what are you doing, Argus? You're gonna wait up top?
Yeah, Argus doesn't want to go into this tomb.
Well, it is kind of cramped, and there's no real
Yeah.
need to go down there. Okay, so
There's 3 fighters down there.
there's 3 fighters. So Zermetes, I need a strength check. Luckily, squeezing doesn't affect strength checks, and you are being helped, so you have advantage.
I didn't need it.
Don't need it.
No, you did need it. You needed that 24. Okay, which is advantage.
See, I'm already hunched over, so I'm in the perfect position to leverage my body weight into it and just.
Right.
It's luck.
The central sarcophagus. Okay, so you are able to. You're pushing the lid off. It falls to the ground near Raxus's feet. He had to kind of like pull his foot back, or it would have been crushed. So, but that's fine. It holds a mummified, maybe a dwarf.
Bullhead?
No.
Yes.
His face is hidden behind a mask of beaten gold. The long
touch
black coils of his beard and hair are adorned with golden beads. He is clad in a red gold set of ancient armor.
Oh.
thick with dwarven runes.
That looks cursed as
It
hell.
is. It is said. It looks like orichalcum dwarven plate. It is only large enough to accommodate a dwarf or other stout race.
Argus.
Well, we can get it remade into something else. So, orichalcum is orichalcum after all. So,
And for a spear, I only need that big of a chunk.
One
Wait.
finger is wearing a heavy gold seal in the likeness of an ox.
Ooh, that's royalty. I don't like it.
Considering the state of the guard and every other sarcophagus I have seen in my life, I draw my spear, I point it at the thing's face, and I lift off the mask.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to.
Okay, so you pull this golden mask off of his face, and what it reveals is more mummy wrappings. His whole head's wrapped in the plastic, the whatever they call that, the linen, and then you pull this mask off.
And ready action. I see one twitch. I stab.
So imagine a dwarf that's wrapped up like a mummy, but they didn't cover his beard. His beard is exposed over the wrappings, and you
That's
pull it
weird.
off, and all you can see is where the beard comes out of.
Okay.
well,
I'm gonna
So-
tap
He's
ahead
just
with
laying
my
there.
spear.
He's just waiting, waiting the long rest.
I'm gonna tap the head with my spear tip.
He
Not
pokes
quite
it.
as
Are
bad,
you
but-
so? Are you poking him, or are you tapping it like flat bladed?
Flat bladed.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a dust. Some dust happens.
He pokes it with a
some
stick.
mummy rot or whatever you want to call it. Poof, 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 poof. Little puffs of dust.
I believe it is dead.
Probably.
The Minotaur was too.
well, that being that it was dead, I say we take this orichalcum and have it remain into something better for us, seeing as how.
As
It's
they
nothing-
strip the body, I will still ready action stab as soon as I see movement.
I see. As payment for cleansing his home of the orc and hydra, we will do what the orc and hydra were going to do to him.
Okay, just so you know,
Yes.
administratively, the mask is worth 550 gold. So if you want to keep track of that, the ring is worth 250 gold.
I
And-
think we
and
can
the
buy
plate
a Hylos.
And the plate is priceless.
Who wants the ring?
I do not care for the ring. I already have a keepsake of my god, so I'm fine as is.
Yeah,
Would
it
you like
looks
it,
like
ladies?
it does look like a signet ring. It represents some kind of family, and it has the likeness of an ox on it.
Well, I got a lion breast bracelet. I'm gonna.
You have a whole zoo.
Yes. What's a zoo?
It's where they keep animals so that kids can go look at them.
Rich
would you
kings
look
have
at-
zoos.
Yeah, a zoo is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, it's a menagerie, I think.
a menagerie.
Yeah, menagerie is a traveling zoo.
Really? Travel?
A circus.
A
Okay.
circus.
Excellent. I realize there are still gold beads adorning his hair, but I'm not here for treasure hunting, so I'm ignoring those. I'm just keeping the mask.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the dwarf there. You're just taking his equipment.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right.
we could
Are you
cut the
taking
beads
his
off
armor off of him? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking his armor off him.
Okay.
And I plan to get milk before we do
So
something else.
somebody, if they want, they can carry this plate.
I don't mind carrying it.
I have the strength to carry it. If not,
Raxus now does too. Show us that 19.
Oh yeah, Raxus is carrying it.
That's right. That should be under items. There we go. Yeah, it's basically +1 plate. Yeah.
And we can't wear it.
And you can't wear it. And dwarven plate is 90 pounds.
God.
And worth 2,000 gold.
So basically priceless.
Priceless. Yeah.
Nobody can buy that, not even the prince.
He might be able to. He offered us 10,000.
100,000 silver.
Oh, 100?
Silver.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
10,000 gold.
That's
Yeah.
10,000 gold, right?
And the armor's only worth 2.
Right. But either
He
way,
could buy 5 of these.
whoever's carrying it is 90 pounds. That's what's most important
Okay.
right now. If you
Now-
want to split that weight up, you can, because there's pieces. So if somebody wants to carry the legs, another person wants to carry the helmet or whatever, you can.
There's a helmet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to carry separate pieces, then you can split up the weight however you want.
I'll carry the. How about this? I'll carry the
plate.
chest plate and helmet. Semaeus carries the legs pieces, and Gallus here carries the arms.
Yeah, so on your character sheet, just put like parts, like armor parts, and then put a weight amount. And as long as everybody's total is 90, then you have the whole suit.
I will carry 15.
Okay.
Because I'm not as strong as some people here.
That is correct.
If
people here
the
are
legs are
magically
15, then mine's gonna be 15 too, right?
If you want.
I'll be carrying the chest plate and helmet, so I guess that'll come out to 60 then.
That's a
The
total
chest
90.
plate, the helmet, and all the connecting bits.
Yep.
And that tacits.
All
There's
right.
a lot of tacits on this
Yep.
thing.
Don't forget, it's got a bunch of clay vessels.
Yep. There's also, I
And
heard,
there's
a matter of chests.
There's 3 chests sealed with string. Like string is tied around the clasps to keep them from just popping open. And then or to keep whatever's inside. And then there is a wooden assembly of something.
Here,
And-
let us...
And you also
us-
see wheels. Wooden
Wheels.
Wooden wheels.
Let us carry all of this out into the sunlight to better see.
Well,
like a
you can
good
carry
idea.
that's gonna be an effort to take everything out.
Yeah, teamwork. We need to tie the thing, pull it out.
Well, the wood you could hand up to Argus, piece by piece. That's no problem, and he can stack it up outside. The clay pots might or might not travel very well, and the chests are heavy.
Well, we could just slide them over here into the section with the missing roof.
Yeah. Yeah, you can take care of it over there in that
Yeah,
little
so-
antechamber.
Yeah. So chests first, I guess.
Okay,
Wait,
and you just want to do one chest? Okay.
Yes.
Zermedes, can you see colors in dark vision?
No.
Alright.
The chests each contain 300 ancient square gold coins.
It's not a very big chest.
Yeah, it's 900 total.
Yeah. So
Ox on
225
one,
each.
ox on one side, bearded dwarf face on the other.
For your loot splitting, Argus doesn't want any of this loot.
Excellent.
He's like, these
This is
items
grave
belong to the
robbery.
dead. Yeah.
Also, you
These
guys
items
can
are cursed.
also you can split 450 experience points.
Ooh, 150.
Ooh.
No, I
Do
said
you
four,
want
450.
that, Argus?
Argus will remember this experience.
I said 450.
Oh, right. I was still dividing by 3. So 112
and a half.
and a half.
Well, somebody's going to get a whole experience point. 2 people will get a whole. You guys are going to have to figure it out. 450.
I got the killing blow.
Yeah. I think
Zermeti should get the
Raxus,
one
I think
point out of
Raxus
it.
and Zermeti should get the extras. So that's actually only 448 divided by 4.
Yes. 112.
112. Everybody gets 112 except for Raxus and Zermeti. You get 1 extra each. You get 113.
Yay.
So everyone should be at 3577 unless you got an extra, which you'll be at 78.
I'm going to give my experience point to the Dwarf King so that we still match, because that's going to bother me later on.
Yeah, that's probably right. It should be rounded down.
It'll be like 8 sessions on, and the fact that I'm 1 experience point different will either become a bragging right or will annoy the everything.
Well,
out
you
of
lost
me.
an experience point earlier for that bad joke.
True.
Oh, yeah, so I'm good. Okay.
It pleases the OCD.
So that leaves the jars and the wood.
I'm going to assume that you bring the wood out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody here have a skill? Okay. I don't want to reveal it, but I'm going to pull your character sheets up. And you know what? I need to move Epifanio down here to this chapter I've got called Quitters. Okay. Okay, so Argus, do you... Oh, wait, that's your wolf. What am I doing? I'm opening up the wrong character sheet.
The wolf has wooden architecture.
Yes.
Now,
Okay.
considering that you said
So...
there's chariot wheels.
No, you just said wheels.
I did say
Did
chariot wheels.
Yeah,
they're,
the first
they're,
time.
they're wheels. But yeah, chariot wheels.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a disassembled chariot.
Yep. You would be correct.
But do I know how to put it back together? Absolutely not.
And neither does Argus.
I got land vehicles.
Do you? That's
Yes,
what
and
I was looking
tools.
for. So Simon, Gallus, you have land vehicles? You do.
You could instruct
You do.
Raxus on how
Yeah,
to repair it.
You know how to put it back together.
Whoa!
You identify it as 3 small chariots.
3?
Yes. Lay disassembled in wooden heaps.
I can turn into a horse and pull you guys around.
So we shall carry a chariot of food back to the town.
Yeah.
You could each pull an assembled chariot, like a cart. You know, you would just like like what do they call it? Rickshaw. You know,
Yeah.
you would just have this chariot, and somebody in the front can walk with it. That's no problem. So you could actually load up 3 chariots worth of food.
Like a wheelbarrow.
Like a reverse wheelbarrow.
All right, that sounds good.
Because these chariots are small. First of all, they're dwarven sized, and secondly, they're single person chariots. It's not like an Egyptian chariot, which might have a driver and an archer. It's not like that. This is just one person riding a chariot, and it would have been a dwarf. But you guys could easily ride a chariot if you had a horse. You know.
I guess.
No problem. Or multiple horses, depending on what kind of chariot it is. Okay, so we got the 3 chariots. There's also the coins. Okay, you got that. You've already split those up?
300 each. Very convenient. We can even leave them in the little box.
You know there's 4 of you.
He said he didn't want any.
Oh, right. Okay.
Good. Giants or 300 bolts?
There is an ox figurine worth 100 gold.
Raxus.
Really?
He's not an ox.
He's a bull.
I assume this is like really.
But there is an
Raxus,
ox
this reminds me
figurine.
of you.
There's also a thick gold coil earring ending in a ram's head worth 5 gold.
Can I have that?
Yes.
Yay.
And there is a gold signet ring with a bull-shaped seal worth 25 gold.
Take the bull signet then.
You guys figure it out.
Now, these jars, are they...
They carried they carried food, dried grain, and fine dust. But it's all withered and old and dried up.
I was worried they were canopic jars.
No, they were food for the travel across the river Styx.
Is it midday? Is it?
It's morning.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe 11-ish, somewhere around 11. Midday.
Right, yeah.
That could be midday. But that's pretty much everything you find.
Okay, let us begin assembling these chariots and return with our spoils.
Agreed.
Yes.
Oh, I was wrong. We were waiting on those 2 hunting parties to come back, weren't we?
They don't have their deity. They don't have their leader. They're worthless.
They are still loose and pillaging, and they will be returning with prisoners.
That is a fair point.
I do not do things halfway.
Well, Jermaine raises a full point. We started this, and we finish it.
We should rest and wait for their return.
Well, we could put the chariots together and then rest. I feel it is a fair bit early to rest. We've only just woken up.
Yeah, you're not getting a long rest for a while.
Yeah.
You can take short rests.
Oh.
Shazam. He
So
says.
where do you want to? Where are you going to rest at?
Yeah.
Where you
I don't know
want
if you guys want to make camping rest. We just are chilling, right?
Let's go to the Acropolis. Right up here.
Sounds fine.
Right up there, and put the chariots together.
Yeah.
While they're building the chariots, I think Argus wants to go check on the food, sort of inventory on like what food they have, figure out what is transportable, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Olives, dates, and figs.
It's all transportable. They all brought it here from somewhere else.
Cool.
And a
That's
lot
what
of
I
it
guess
you
we'll be
could
doing,
just
maybe
throw,
packing
you know,
it.
a lot of it you could just tie a rope around the bottom of the clay jar and the top of the clay jar and wear it like a backpack. But then you don't have a backpack if you do that. Or you could just take the clay jar and just put it in the chariot. That's no problem.
Cool. But yeah, Argus will try to consolidate and pack the food.
Yeah, no worries.
He always comes back.
The casual Minotaur racism scared him away.
Casual profiling.
This reminds me of you.
All right, there's your 3 chariots.
I love it. It's like a little lawnmower.
Yeah.
There really is a small chariot.
Yeah.
It's like a bad segue.
Yeah.
Proto segue.
There we go. So you would be standing right there carrying, you know, in the front of you, you'd lift up the bar and then you just walk with it. Yeah, and then you got a big pile of food and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. So it's now probably around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. How late
Now
are you?
we
What are you
wait.
going to do? Wait till when?
I say we wait till around the evening, like 6 or 7, before anything happens.
Okay. Flies are starting to gather around this hydra.
Let's add it to the pile.
Pile of what?
Of bodies.
Yes, and then our friend, I think it was Gallus? Gallus can burn them.
Argus.
Argus can burn them.
You
There's
wanna burn the-
Raxus,
you wanna burn the
Gallus, and
bodies?
Argus.
You want to burn the bodies?
Yeah, I think we'll probably need to make like a pyre and stuff. And
Well,
Yeah,
there's no
they're
wood around to do that. I
they're
mean,
pretty-
there is some wood, but it's very limited, like what you see over here in the rubble.
We can use the doors.
Yes, the prison
What?
doors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go disassemble the prison doors. Sure. Okay, so you build like enough to get caught on fire, and you start a bonfire.
It both prevents disease, prevents scavengers, and prevents the smell. And I suppose it is something of an honor for the fallen, but that is not my intent.
Okay.
Argus, can you become an octopus?
If I take a long rest.
I believe you could carry many jars as an octopus.
But don't
Yeah.
octopuses.
But it would be a regular size octopus.
Yeah, he'd just be a normal octopus. How many jars is he carrying?
One.
Zero.
0. He's in the jar.
Go in a jar.
Really?
Interesting.
We could make takoyaki.
There we go. Now we got a fire going.
Would anybody like to cook dinner?
Is anyone here good at cooking? Is the real question.
Define good.
It's edible.
My point. Exactly.
Okay, so now that you guys are waiting, the fire is burning. The bodies are, the Hydra as well as the orcs are all burning. What else are you going to do?
Well, everything's ready to go. We just need to prepare ourselves for when the orcs arrive. So I suppose we're still...
If you want to take a short rest, you're welcome to take a short rest.
Yes? Should we go back to the watchtower or stay here, you guys?
I say we head back to the watchtower so we can get a better vantage point of where the orcs are going to be coming from. Here we don't have that.
Here we just have the message, look, we replaced your god.
That is an effective message.
Yeah. It's either that or we have slain your god. All of you will be next.
I'm done to stay down here.
Then stay here we shall.
What, in the Acropolis?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the sun starts to go down. Anything else? Yes, no, maybe? Nope. Okay. So the sun is down. It's dark out. Stars out. Clear skies.
Is the fire still going?
Yes.
I'd want to...
It looks like the Hydra is fueling the fire.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The bile.
The
Never
Hydra
mind that.
doesn't
Yeah.
look like its body's burning. It just looks like being in the fire is just... It's probably going to burn for a couple of days.
It sends a message.
And then, so it's late enough that you guys can start a long rest if you wish.
I would like to start a long rest.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
And I shall take my watch right here.
Yeah. Who's on guard first?
I will be second.
That's not
I'll
what
be
I
on
asked.
first guard.
Who's on first?
I'll be third.
Well, Raxus can be on all guards. Technically.
Yeah, but we don't trust him anymore.
Wait, why not?
Oh, you're still... Are you still pissy because I have the helmet?
No, I'm busy because... Alright then, Raxus can stay up all night and he just go like 100 feet that way.
What did I even do?
But if you want, you can let Raxus pull guard, and then you guys can take turns, accompanying him.
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we can
So
keep company.
let's do this. Let's say it's morning time, and I think you've all hit the milestone to level up. Is
Hell
that
yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Yes.
So go ahead and on your character sheet, there should be like a hammer and anvil next to your experience points. If you click that, it'll tell you to level up.
Oh,
You do have
garbage.
to roll for hit points, and if you roll a 1, you get to re-roll, but if you don't roll a 1, you're stuck with it.
I have 4 key points now.
Yay!
Roll.
Oh.
Rax is
Average.
Okay, Argus. There he goes.
Let's
Boom.
go.
Hit points. 7. Argus is rolling in hit points. Okay, don't forget to hit your long rest button.
Oh, I just crashed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We'll just reload. But don't forget to hit your long rest button. Because I'm wanting to... once you get through character creation. Correct. Yeah. It should automatically give you a long rest after that.
I believe it does.
Yeah. Because I'm just watching the tokens' hit points and I'm seeing that they haven't changed. But that just means... There it goes. Raxus is done. Boom. 45.
2 of your abilities by 1 or 1 by 2. Go.
I'm going to pause this fire because I don't know if that's eating any kind of resources. So let me know what changed on your character sheet. I got 4 key points. What else?
Me, I got my ability score improvement, and that's about it.
Okay, so
I bumped
you-
up my intelligence and con.
with your ability score improvement, you should have an option to take a feat instead if you wanted.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, ability
I got
scores are
a-
always good.
Yeah, I got a lot of odd numbers.
That okay. Yeah. Get those bonuses.
Mm.
Rax,
I got-
what'd you get? Mike?
Oh, I bumped up my constitution and intelligence, so they're all even.
So you did ability.
Mhm.
No other abilities popped up? That's not a level for
Nope.
that, right? Okay.
I bumped up the intelligence because I learned that's my spell casting ability and my constitution.
There you go. Don't forget that now when you do your second wind, you'll get +4. Because you're 4th level.
Mm.
And Zermedi's got an extra key point. What else you get?
I got the slow fall, and I'm looking at feats. I'm torn between Sentinel and.
Well, you know
Polearm
there's a small list of feats allowed.
Oh, I did not. What were they?
Player's Handbook.
Oh, I think that's all I'm looking at.
I think Sentinel is in Player's Handbook. But
I'm
there's
gonna
also campaign specific feats.
Are there now?
Yeah.
Such as what?
It's under
Is there a handout that I'm
character
missing?
creation, right? Character creation, new feats.
Ah, there it is. No. No. I already have that. Oh, but that reduces damage. That's not bad.
Yeah, some of these require you to be a specific race.
That's racist.
It is. That's the definition. So, let's see here. We got volcano field. Okay, anything above fielding should be available to you.
Okay. I think. I think I'm going to take Sentinel.
Yeah, power gamer.
I've been protecting a lot of people.
Yeah, power gamer. Munchkin.
Min-maxer.
Min-maxer. How does that really fall into your character?
Yeah,
Well, that's what I was
Sentinel-
thinking.
Sentinel
Polearm
will-
Master, because as they approach me, I could get an opportunity attack with my spear.
Polearm
Really all that
Master
would give
sounds
me, though.
more like the Wind Seeker.
I'm just gonna do ability score. Give me
Sentinel sounds more like Raxus.
2 decks.
Well, the reason why you get Sentinel is to prevent people from disengaging.
Yeah. So
I
don't
don't like Sentinels.
The reason why you get Polearm Master is so that you can cheat the system.
I
But
bumped
why
my
would you
dex.
why would you want to do a butt strike? Because that gives you
Yeah, that's why I was torn between them, because each
Fine.
of the feats really only gives me one thing, and that's not worth 2 points. So instead, I
Right.
bumped my dex up by 2, making it 20, because that increased all my attack stuff and my armor. Because
Yep.
monk.
Yeah, Dex. And your damage,
I
right?
guess-
Does it use
Yeah.
Dex for damage too? Yeah.
All my stuff increased with that.
So
That was a
Argus,
good
what'd you do?
I got I ability score improvement, and I got some new spells.
Okay. No new spell level though, right?
Right. I got extra
Okay.
spell slots, and then I also have more spells. Is there a way I can see all the spells I have access to? Because I think I'm supposed to prepare
Yes.
n number of spells from
Okay.
the list of all possible spells.
Do you have the little icon in the upper right hand corner called Compendium? It looks like an eyeball. Information button.
On where?
Roll
Oh,
20.
in the overall, right? Yeah, I see.
You
yeah.
see Compendium?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm
Okay,
on
if you
Compendium.
open up Compendium, go all the way down to where it says Spells.
Yeah.
Open that up. But here's the trick.
Okay.
Don't type anything in there. Just to the bottom right, it says Filter Results.
Yeah. Click that.
Click it. It's a little,
Okay.
yeah. And then you can put Druid in class.
Class.
And you can put what level you want in levels. You can put more than one level in there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, and cantrip 1 and 2. Okay. Cool.
Right?
Awesome.
And then apply filter,
Mm-hmm.
and it should change all the spells on that long list on the right.
Right. Okay. And then if I want to add one to my character sheet,
You just drag
Can I
and
do
drop
that?
it onto your character
Oh.
sheet.
okay. If I want to delete a spell on my character sheet, how do I do that? Because I have this empty cantrip slot. There's no cantrip. It's just blank.
Okay, let me open up your character sheet again.
It's the same as removing an item from your inventory.
Yeah, there should be a button. Spells, cantrips. There's a little lock in the bottom right-hand corner.
Mm-hmm. Unlock it.
Unlock
and
it.
then- Oh, I see. Do I press the pound sign? Let's try that. Yep. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right, so go ahead and prepare the spells that you're going to use today. Because it's a morning time. You were not harassed. There was no wild animals like scorpions wandering into this area. There was no hydras coming in. There was no orcs returning from patrol. Basically, it was an uneventful night.
Hmm.
I say that seeing as how there's no more threat of orcs as we have spent the night, watching, I say that we should head out and return with what we've done and report back on the field, the warlord and the warlord and the Hydra.
So after about an hour, Zermetes returns from his morning scavenging trip, and he has breakfast.
Yum. What did he bring us?
A rattlesnake.
Snake.
A rattlesnake.
Yummers.
I don't know if it's a rattlesnake, but it's a snake. 'Cause rattlesnakes are North America, right?
I think so.
But yeah, you find some kind of copperhead or something. Some poisonous snake.
Pit vipers.
Pit vipers, yeah. Python, something.
Pit vipers, I think. That sounds
Or
right.
garter snake, whatever. But yeah, you bring it back. It tastes like chicken. Everything's good. You drink the blood. And grab your chariots and start heading out.
Sounds right, yeah.
Yeah. We grab
Now-
the food and head out.
Okay, so it's going to be a mixture of food and grain and stuff like that on these chariots. So who's carrying a chariot?
I
I-
have one.
I can actually turn into a horse for like.
But that's only 2 hours or 1 hour.
I can do. Well, I'm level 4 now, so it's 2 hours, and I can do it twice, and then short rest. So I can go 4 hours, short rest, and then 4 hours. I don't know.
Oh,
if that-
really? Okay, then
Yeah.
you can make it as a horse all the way back to town.
Oh,
Cool. And I'll just use up my mileage.
Can we take chariots through the woods?
Yeah, I don't see why not. These are small.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
narrow
you can
wheelbase
come
and
back.
everything. Yeah, and the woods aren't. Maybe crossing a river or something might be a little bit more difficult, but you just have to find a shallow crossing spot or something to cross, and then you just wheel it across like they did in the Wild West.
Excellent.
Yeah, so we got Raxus for sure. We got Argus as a horse for sure, right?
Alright, then I'm on guard duty.
Okay. I need
Which
to get
makes
I need to
sense
get
for the
yet
scout.
another token
For a horse.
for horse. Yeah, I have them. I just don't have.
Okay. If you want to, for
What?
You're cutting up.
Yeah.
sorry, hello.
Hello.
For combat now, I'll probably be a black bear.
Instead of a wolf.
Yeah,
Okay, you said black bear.
yeah, black bear.
Okay, okay. Well, if that becomes important, then we'll worry about it. But I'll have it ready for you by next week for sure.
Yeah, sounds good. Or, in our land combat, I can become a reef shark.
Then that.
Yeah, just flop on the sand or whatever.
I just thought that, at level 8, I'm gonna take mountain combat, and then I'm gonna go into battle riding Argus.
Yes.
What the heck? Oh, yeah. Okay, I put it under pictures for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you have horse as an item as a creature you can change into?
Yeah, I can
On
be a
your
draft
list?
horse. Yes, I can be a draft horse or a riding horse. But I don't actually know the difference in real life, but I think draft horse.
Draft is the muscular Clydesdale,
Okay.
and a riding horse is, for speed and stuff like that. So,
Draft
So you're going
horse
with a
is
draft?
using to pulling
Draft horse.
chariot.
Yeah,
For
that's
this,
what it's
yeah.
used for, pulling wagons and stuff. Yeah. It's on its way.
I'm making sure my satchels can hold what I have. And they can. Excellent.
Well, if they can't, you can just throw them on the back of the chariot.
Yeah, but this makes it easier.
Right.
And yeah, they're each about half full. And that's including the orc head.
This is taking forever. It says it's going to take forever to upload this draft horse. Okay, hang on. Let me try something.
On this spell list, if there's a spell there twice, like I see some spells are like there's 2 entries for them.
What's the thing in parentheses?
There isn't. I'm not seeing a parenthesis
Right after the name.
in the compendium. Oh, do I need to put it on my character sheet first?
No, in the compendium. Underneath the ampersand. On the right, on the compendium. It'll say PHB or it'll say EK.
Oh, over there. Oh yeah, I see. Should I
Player's
always pick
handbook.
PHP
Player's
one?
handbook.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I don't know why these pictures are acting the way they are. Hang on, it's saying extract. Oh, no wonder. I'm an idiot. I was trying to drag a compressed version. That's my fault. As soon as I switch over to the actual picture, it's like, oh, it's right here. Kerplamo. Yep, that's the actual size.
Hop on, everyone.
There you go. Okay, so you, Raxus, and who is the third chariot?
Probably Zermatis.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I have one.
Okay. Okay.
Can Argus pull 2?
He cannot.
Oh.
Yeah. You could technically have a chariot and then have the second chariot with its arm tied to the back of the first chariot, and you could have 3 chariots like a train, and he could pull that if you wanted to do that, but not side by side. It would have to be like in a train. But if you want to do that, you could. Or you could just pull it yourself and then not worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
steering would be difficult like that, I think.
Right. Well, it'd be like a train, so someone would have to probably walk along the side and make sure the wheels don't catch on trees and branches and stuff.
Alright.
All right, so you guys start heading back, and I'm just going to assume that you take 2 hours of walking, and then when Argus, transforms back, he just immediately transforms back into a horse, and you continue on, and then you stop about halfway for lunch, whatever, take a rest, relax, and then get back on the road, right? And then you do the same thing a second time. So does a short rest give you all of your wild shapes back?
Yes. It
Not
restores all my wild.
not just one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So let's go ahead and go to the map Whoops. Maybe I should move myself as well. Who is navigating?
I suppose I would be, but I'm pulling a chariot.
So I'm suppose it's me.
Okay. Yeah, so you're
The
navigating.
scout.
You're navigating, but you have advantage because you can still see Mount Corinthus. So, from Memnoss, do you want to go left or right? I know you're going south, but I'm looking for the hex. The left hex or the right hex?
The left. So we're going to the right because we're heading south.
Yes, your perspective, it would be a little bit. Well, actually, you're probably splitting the hexes. You're probably going exactly straight south. But
Yeah.
just for this purpose, I need to know that. All right. So, and then from there, which direction do you go? But before you go anywhere, I'm going to roll a die.
Another plague village.
Could be another plague village. All right. So, so from there, where did you want to go?
Is straight down okay for everybody?
You mean left or right? The way the hexes lay
Left.
out, there's no straight down.
So we're gonna alternate if we're going straight down.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so you go there, and I need a survival roll.
Survival.
You get advantage, and your target number is 10.
Alright. Ooh, thank God for that advantage.
That's right. So you're like, okay, the mountain's over in this direction. I wanted to go this way, but we should be heading this way. Okay, and then from there, I'm assuming you're going to go into a square that's not the plague village.
Exactly.
Right? And then you're going to alternate back to under the plague village, right?
Yes.
You come to the river. This has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, and you're at the river.
So I think crossing the river and make camp, how is it for you guys?
Well, it's only been 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah. So you have to, because of the wagons and the horse and all your extra gear that you're carrying, you want to find a way across. That is a survival roll. You have advantage because everyone else is helping you, not because you can see the mountain. So make a survival roll with advantage. Oh, yeah.
15.
Yeah, you find one. It doesn't take that long to find one. And then you continue to which hex? The left or the right?
This one.
Closer to the road?
Yes.
Okay. So you move to there. That's 8 hours.
Then we probably... Yeah, we can make it to Ilos today.
Well, there's no more horse.
Yeah, but the road's there, so...
Now you can take another short rest.
I'm probably just gonna switch with Argus.
Actually, that's 9 hours because the short rest is an hour.
So, because we're close to the road, I'm just gonna switch with Argus. Since I don't think you have your strength modifier in the positive.
Nope. Yeah, okay, so I'll just take guard then, I guess. I'll walk.
So he's gonna lead, I'm gonna take the chariot, and I'm pretty sure the druid has more survival than me.
So you're saying you're going to try to push yourselves to get to Ilos before you're going to try to push yourself to get to Ilos today?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, we went to bed real early.
It's already dark out.
Yeah, we can push ourselves 2 more hours.
Sure. Is that what you want to do? It's going to be
I
more
can
than
leave
that.
with a light.
So, actually, no. It can be 2 hours. You could go this way, or you could go this way. Which way are we going? Left or right?
Argus, you're leading.
One left, right, down. We're going left.
Okay. So, that's no problem. You get to the shore. It's been 11 hours.
Perhaps we should-
Why did you roll?
That's
You
fine.
have the map.
That's fine. But you find the road heading south to Ilos. It's 11 hours. It's, it's dark. It's nighttime. Do you want to press on? It looks like it would be a 2-hour walk down the road. Maybe an hour and a half, something like that.
Sounds feasible.
If I may
Then-
attempt to be poetic,
Go for it.
as our missing bard friend, well, firstly, the town will be asleep. None will be there to greet us, and we will be an inconvenience if we arrive with treasure and heads. However, if we return with the rising of the sun and return hope to Ilos, we will be received as heroes.
Alright. We're gonna go for the ideal.
So we sleep here.
Alright.
And you see, I already had my pillow ready.
Okay, so you guys you set up camp on a side of the road near the coast.
Yeah, my domain.
Yeah, that's fine. And the weather seems to be amiable. It seems to be you get the evening breeze of the cool sea air and the smell of sea water. And Raxus pulls guard all night, and the rest of you rotate through, and then I have to
Build
roll
a fire.
Then I have to
Or
roll.
can we build a fire?
Yeah, you have a fire for sure.
Okay.
Because it is cool at night, even though it's not freezing, it's still chilly.
Like a solid 6 Celsius.
What Argus is gonna do, because I don't have a bedroll or anything or a sleeping bag right now, I'm gonna put some rocks. So like as we are build the fire for a while, like maybe we wait to go to bed. I put some rocks in the fire, so they heat up and get warm. And then as I sleep, I'll take the rocks and I'll have them like in pockets or whatever near me to keep warm.
Street smarts.
Yeah, that definitely can work. You don't put like hot rocks because you'll burn.
Yeah.
But you warm rocks. I got you. Yeah, for sure. And then like when it's your turn to do guard shift, do you like put the rocks back in the fire to
Heat them up again.
heat them up? Yeah.
Why does the druid build himself a cairn to sleep in?
Build myself a what?
A cairn.
No, there's no Karens in Greek. In Greece.
Ah. Why is he burying himself?
I'm going to the beach.
Okay, quitters. There, I found it. Okay. Dragging Stefan into there. Okay, he's good. Okay, but I'm trying to find the wandering monsters. Okay, here it is. I found it. Now, where is the... Of course it's not. It's under the Y. It's not even... Okay, whatever.
Good, Barry.
Sorry.
That's what I thought. Okay, so it's morning time. All right. It's a new day. You see a cat the size of a man on the coast swatting at fish.
Hey, hey, Z.
Zermetes is catching fish with his claws.
Like a cat.
He hits a fish and knocks it onto the beach.
I hit a fish for
7 damage.
More than
Lands
one
in
hit point.
pieces.
Yeah, it's dead. So
there's a pile of fish chunks next to me,
yeah.
It's already sashimis.
Okay, so
and
you
every
guys,
now and then I
you guys
throw
have
some back in
breakfast,
the water.
and you gather your belongings. Are you going to go in as a horse? It's a
No.
2-hour trek, so your first wild shape can be.
I can use one and get almost there, but before we go in, I'll turn back into a human and do the last bit as human.
Oh, okay. So you make it back to Ilos without any event. There we go. You basically come in, it's early in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock, something like that. You hear yelling. There is, I mean, you're pretty far away from the yelling, but deep into the village, close to the river, you hear shouting and you hear grunting. Yes, it's a long ways away, but you can still hear. And you hear, you don't need to make any rolls. This is just, you just basically can hear it. You hear, heave! And you hear,
They finished the boat. I mean, we were
Heave!
gone for.
Yeah, that's kind of what you hear.
Oh, they finished the boat. I thought they were missing wood.
Well, we told them the city was safe for them to go collect. I imagine they did.
So we stroll into town like,
Yep.
Like heroes.
Yeah, you come into town.
And I'm heading...
There are people walking around, going about their daily morning chores, like emptying their trash into the woods, or, cleaning the toilets, or shaking out their blankets from their bed, knocking the dust off of it.
You just listed the same thing 3 times.
Right.
No, I'm gonna head straight for the palace.
it's getting worse and worse. The more I think about what you said.
Okay, so you guys, as you pass the docks, you definitely can hear the grunting and the heave-ho, put your back into it. You hear that louder and louder. And you're just going to continue past?
Yes.
Okay.
I would give the food to the people now, but I fear they would perhaps waste much of it in their frenzy.
Uh-huh.
I would rather give it to a well-rounded leader such as Hector.
Okay.
And let him deal with the masses.
So as soon as you drag these 3 chariots across this bridge, it does make it makes a different sounding noise that you have not heard in this village before. It's natural, it's normal, the wheels go clunk, 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 clunk across the wood. But you've not heard that before because there are no wheels in this village, right? You've already looked around for wagons or carts or whatever, and you have not found one. And then all of a sudden, clunk, 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 goes across this bridge.
It's a very new sound.
It's a new, I'm just going to say the villagers notice.
I would hope they did.
Yeah. So there are kids that are coming out to see what that sound is. There are mothers saying, don't go close to them. They're murderers. And then there are guards that are watching you. There's all kinds of different
killers.
There's all kinds of different people noticing you bringing these chariots, these laden chariots, into town. Okay.
Don't approach them, the murderers. I'm like,
Yeah. Okay, so you make it to
that's just me.
You make it to the palace. There's a couple of guards standing out front, leaning on their spears, standing there like, this is my guard shift. I'm here.
I'm clocked in.
Yeah, I'm clocked in, exactly. I'm getting my 1 gold. I'm earning it.
I gesture at the chariots and I say, the great hunter has returned with food for the king.
Well, the king passed.
The
The new
prince.
king.
The
The
what?
prince regent.
The king is passed.
What about Hector?
For
Is he
Hector.
past too?
Yeah, Hector's inside. I'm sure he's awake by now.
Could you get him?
Good.
And they both stare at each other. And they do rock, paper, scissors. And then one of them says, "Oh, I lost." And then he goes inside.
Like,
All right. And what do you do? There's
takes me
kids
back
now
to-
all around you. I'm going to say there's probably half a dozen kids going through your chariots.
They've been warned.
They're looking, they're messing with stuff, they're pulling on stuff.
They've been warned by their mothers. Don't go near them, they're murderers.
Yeah, but moms say that about every stranger.
Well,
These kids range from 6 to 13, probably 6 to 14, something like that.
I'm keeping an eye on them. So
I know
they don't,
Raxus is just like giving that. It's just like looking at him like, do not take anything at all.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on them so they don't take a sword.
Well, they're doing that.
Or-
They're taking stuff, or they're in the process of looting your chariots.
Hey, drop it. Whatever you have, put it back in the cart now.
Give me an intimidation check.
Yeah, Rex is pretty intimidating now with
Can
the
I-
skull on his head.
Can I punctuate what he says with a daunting roar?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you use your
never get to
daunting
use
roar, and they all run. They scatter. There's no saving throw needed. They're kids. They're like, if you're going to use an
They're
ability,
kids. They have -4.
yeah, if you use an ability, they're like out of there. Pew! And so they go, "Mommy warned us. They're murderers." Okay.
But it's creatures of my choice.
I'm not scared of the roar. You
No, you
don't
wouldn't.
choose me.
And so after a couple of minutes, Hector does come to the doorway, and he says, motions you to come into the palace.
Yeah, after that, I'm not leaving the carts outside. I'm bringing it with me.
You're not bringing the cart into the palace.
No, but behind the guards.
Well, there's no behind the guards.
The
guards are at the door.
Guard, I hand both of those guards 2 of the ancient coins, so 2 each.
Okay.
A tip.
And I say, we would appreciate it if everything was there when we came back.
Absolutely. No worries. They look at the coins like, where is he from? Okay. What is this?
From time immemorial.
All right, and so I assume you all go inside. The guards are now
Right.
kind of looking around the chariots, making sure you're taking stock of what's in the chariots, and then, or I should say, all the reverse wheelbarrows, and then you guys go inside.
Yes.
They are 363.
There is a couple
62
of
olives.
there's a couple of guards as well on the inside, and they're seated at one of the tables, and they are they're in the middle of a conversation. It's not they're not speaking loud so that everybody can hear them. They're like whispering. They're not gesturing towards you guys, or they don't glance up at you. They glance up when you walk in, but then they immediately like, oh, it's them, and then they go back to their conversation. And then Hector goes over to the table, and for those of you that have not been in
That means
the
Argus.
palace,
That's his first time in Ilos.
yeah. I need to put the musicians back. Hang on.
Where's
Oh
our,
yeah, the musician.
Where's our Hydra head? Or not Hydra head. Our orc chief head.
It is in my bag.
Okay.
Now we come back and surprisingly, Orion's face is replaced with Argus on the Oracle's painting for some reason. Well, on the painting, it's a hoplite, a minotaur, a leonin, and 2 other humanoids. So A.
Okay. So. Let me grab some tokens here. I keep grabbing chariots. Okay.
I like no 2 gallows check back really regularly. I check back every day, darn.
Okay, so you should all see the palace. You see the 2 hoplites off to the right there, chit-chatting. You see Hector sitting on his throne, and he's got like a U-shaped table. It's basically a bunch of tables put end to end to make a U shape around a fire pit in the middle. This is a fire pit. And then over here on the right, you can hear a couple of musicians playing music. All right. So what would you like to say or do? Now, oh wait, I need to do something. I need to go and make sure, yep, all the walls are back in place, it looks like. Perfect. There's a couple of doors. You see these gray carpets on the right and left. They are actually in front of 2 doors that lead to chambers beyond. There's also a servant's doorway to the left and right in the center. You'll also notice that Hector, the hoplites, and the hoplites that let you in the door did not stop you and tell you to leave your weapons at the door.
They know better.
You had, the first time you were here, that was very important. That was important. But today, it's not so important.
I mean,
okay, so what do you want to...
a goddess told one of his, like, let's say, counselors. A goddess said, yes, they are trustworthy.
Sure. And the south beyond the fountain is where the door is that you came in. Over on this wall, on this side over here, this is mainly for Argus, you see that there is a mural being painted along that wall of adventure and daring do and various heroes battling creatures and stuff like that. And the majority of it is covered in a tarp to prevent the exposure to the public or, visitors or whatever. It's basically unfinished, so the majority of it is covered up. But you can see at the very end where it looks like it's being painted from left to right, where everything on the left seems to be mostly finished, but the part on the far right is got the most opportunity to fill in more information. So it's got a lot of gaps and holes and stuff like that. But one thing you do notice is a Minotaur, a Leonin, and a group of humans are on this on the prow of a ship, a boat of some kind, but it's half covered. But you do see a Minotaur and a Leonin and a bunch of humans on the boat, and it hasn't been finished.
And I go to Argus. It was already there before we came in.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it looks kind of like you.
One of the human has a helmet that vaguely looks like mine.
Okay, Hector, he's young. Okay, he's probably 18, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood, 17, 18. And he looks over at the mural that you guys just made a comment about, and he says, "My sister did not get an opportunity to finish that. What say you? Let's get her back here so she can finish it."
Agreed.
Well, Zermetes has been our voice this entire time, so...
So, I see that you brought some chariots, and it looked like they were full of equipment and gear. Looks like you were doing well for yourselves.
We
Yes.
have returned with food for the town.
Oh, really? Well, he looks over at one of his hoplites sitting over here, and he says, "Go get Marine. I have words for her." And he's like, "Yes, my lord." And then he leaves. And this guy's now like, "Oh man, my conversation just ended abruptly." Okay, so now he's paying attention.
What
So,
else is
you brought
on?
food. How much food did you bring? Is it enough to feed us for the season? Throughout the winter? It's only May. Just like
maybe a month.
With the chariots, is it still as much as we can carry?
No, you have it all. You brought it all back.
Okay. How much is that?
A lot.
Okay.
Enough
So the whole
enough
town
to
may
feed,
be like.
Well, it depends on how big this town is, but
Isn't it
you
like
could
6
probably
people
feed
left?
the entire town for about a week.
That's something.
It
Yeah,
is
that's
something.
some more than they have.
Yeah. So Argus, you would know this, mainly because you just spent about 5 days with this group. Even though they didn't actually say it to you on screen or during the game, throughout your long rest and your short rest and your travel time and all that stuff, this would have come up in conversation. This town, Ilos, is starving. The gods have prevented, have basically set famine upon this this town. Well, they're not even just this town, really the whole coast, and they can't fish because there's no fish in the water, and that's where they get their primary food source from. There are farm animals like sheep and cow and stuff like that, and that's what's keeping them going. But normally that would be like supplemental, like they would kill a boar and that would feed the whole town, you know, or they would kill a cow. But now they're having to do it more because there's no fish, which was their primary food source. Grain has been basically destroyed due to the weather. The weather has, like, hurricane type weather has come through here and destroyed crops, and the ground has been so soaked that the plants have died in the crops. But it hasn't really rained in the last 4 or 5 days at all. The weather's been actually pretty good. So
Since we killed the.
there was a kraken baby that they killed in the water, and that they believed that kraken was the one eating all the fish. So
Or scaring it.
or scaring
You
it
know.
away.
Predators and all of that.
Okay, so the scene has been set. Hector is up there. Hector is the son, he's the prince of the king of Ilos. The king of Ilos was poisoned and killed by his advisor, who the players killed in retaliation and revealed a plot against him and his father and his sister, and she has been kidnapped by Caesareans, which are, think, snake people.
Gorgons.
Yeah, Gorgons. Like they have, from the waist down, they're snakes. And, but they're from another land, a far off land called Persia. And they came here, and the daughter is an oracle, or the sister is an oracle, and she was the one painting this mural on the wall. And now she is missing, and Hector's father offered 100,000 tridents for her return. And then Hector now says that his father's gone. He'll still honor that because he loves his sister. Right? Okay. There we go. I think I got you caught up. But you guys, or not you specifically, but the rest of the party isn't fully trusted. And one of the reasons why that is because they broke into the palace and killed his advisor.
That was me.
It might have been for a good reason, but you don't just break into someone's house and kill the advisor. But he didn't lock you up. And they gave you advice on things to do to maybe make this right. Okay, So what do you guys say? He's there. He's waiting for you guys. He motions to give you an opportunity to speak your piece.
Real quick, is that something you would have told me that you broke in, or do you keep that secret?
Right.
Oh no, I absolutely would have told you that on our way.
Okay.
Like the last hour of travel, I would have said, by the way, did we tell you?
Yeah. Yeah, right. So they're like, well, you see, there's kind of a thing we did, and
I climbed in through the window, broke his neck, and then climbed out of the window, and then climbed back in the window with somebody because I didn't know what I was doing.
and
And that's where you found the poison.
Then we proceeded to investigate his room.
Right.
Okay,
We
cool.
found the evidence after the deed, so that's why we're not fully trusted.
Well, they don't know that.
Okay.
They don't really know.
They don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that. Unless they divined it, which I doubt if they did because
Alexandra's not here.
Well, Marine is a level 0 cleric, so probably not.
So, I'm gonna present Argus. This is Argus, a druid that was captured by the orcs of Memnoss. Then I'm gonna signal you to introduce yourself, Raymond.
Memnoss,
Yeah.
that's the Dwarven ruins.
Yes, it is.
What
Yeah.
took you there?
Hi, Neil. I'm Argus. What is your name, my lord? Lord?
You can
Argus is
say that.
unsure what his rank, his role is in this city.
I am Prince Hector.
My prince.
Second in line for the throne. My
I was
sister is the heir.
I thought she was a girl.
She is a girl. Zermedes.
She is a.
Well, you just said she was heir.
No, I didn't say she was heir. I said she was the heir.
The heiress, if you prefer, Zermedes.
She is older than I. She was declared by the king to be his successor.
Successor? I barely know her.
Anyway. Yes. I
So
was here.
welcome.
I was sent.
If you are their friends, then you are welcome to stay at the inn for free.
Thank you.
We don't have a whole lot of food or anything
do
like
now.
that to offer you, but I understand that you haven't really been a burden on the town, or at least they haven't been a burden on the town demanding like mutton or whatever.
Yet.
What do people eat? I don't even know.
Olive.
Fish. Give me all the fish.
Nuts and all. Yeah, fish.
Fish.
Okay, so the hoplite returns and goes back immediately to a conversation, and Myrne comes in. For those of you that haven't seen her, that's her. She comes in. I say Myrne, but it's Marine. Marine?
Mirren.
Mirini. Because she's got an E at the end of her name. But
I'm
she
gonna
comes
call her
in.
Myrrh.
Yeah. Acolyte. She walks up. She's wearing priest robes, priestess robes. And she walks up to Hector and says, Your Highness, you asked for me? He says, Raxus has returned with 3 chariots laden with food for the town. So if you
Will we
would,
coat hangers?
if you would, make sure that it's distributed
Fairly.
No.
No.
Make sure
I
it's
don't-
distributed properly to the town. And she's like, okay, as you desire. And then she goes, welcome back, and again, thank you for getting the sword. And then she leaves.
Yes, there were orcs and a hydra infesting the ruins. We
Okay,
took care of
Hector's
them.
eyes get a little larger when you say this.
A what?
We killed a kraken. The hydra surprises you?
We killed the Hydra fairly quickly, to be honest.
Did I not introduce myself the first time we met Prince Hector as the greatest hunter in the world?
That's a
No,
bit
I don't recall
presumptuous.
you ever calling yourself a hunter.
Well,
I introduced myself as such to everybody.
And
Well,
you're the
Merlin.
greatest one in the world?
Yes.
That's a bit presumptuous, Windseeker.
Well, to be
Are
fair,
you Artemis in disguise?
No, but she created me by singing my tale.
I mean, to be fair, he
What?
did land the killing blow on the Hydra himself.
Okay. Well, either way, defeating a Hydra is a great feat.
It was great heads.
That
Three
breathes
of them.
fire.
Yes. That was unexpected.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just know that Hydras are baby titans.
I'm pretty sure he's most shocked about nonchalant we are about that.
And
Endeavor.
the Kraken baby is also a baby titan. So you're baby killers. Got it.
I prefer Titan Slayers, but alright.
No. Remember the
He
children
giggles.
at the chariots.
Yeah, he giggles.
Roll with it.
Oh my
Yeah.
We did not kill them. We scared them off.
By telling them we're baby killers.
You're
Pretty
baby
much.
killers.
No,
He's not wrong.
Okay, so wow. Okay. So, but what took you to Memnoss? Why would you go to Memnoss in the first place? I mean, it's just
One of your
dust.
advisors
and
requested us
sand.
deal. Well, one of your advisors requested we deal with the orc chieftain there, and with us leaving to get your sister, we thought it apt to remove further threats to the town.
And you were able. Okay, let me get this straight here. You were able to take on an orc tribe, or at least a war band or raiding party, and an orc chieftain, and a hydra,
Yes.
Yes.
and rescue this guy. And he points at Argus.
We rescued many people. Were they not already here?
Yeah, we sent a satyr with to.
Not that I know of. Now, I know the people you rescued from the fishing village. They were here. They put them to work.
Oh well.
We
And
rescued
your
people. in
cleric
our-
buddy, he's running around somewhere.
Regardless, we had.
Wait, Ajax is here?
Who?
No.
No.
We also, on the way, uncovered a village full of some sort of diseased people who rose from a seemingly dead state. They have been dealt with as well.
Okay. Undead?
Yes.
Okay.
It would appear so.
Well, this is awfully far north for undead to be wandering the area because the blighted lands are way to the south. So having undead this far north that's alarming or concerning, or I'll have to let the hoplites be on the lookout for like people walking around in a daze and then just have them kill them.
Excellent.
We can't have zombies spreading. You know, that's how The Walking Dead happens.
That's why we took care of them.
Well, appreciate that.
But yes, we have slain the Hydra we slain the Kraken that threatened the town.
Yeah.
We slayed the orcs that were capturing the townsfolk, as well as their pet Hydra, or god Hydra thing, and food for the town, and returned your family's sword.
Nice.
Now we require a ship.
What?
To get your sister.
Why do you need a ship to do that?
Is she not in
Persia?
Persia?
No, you're out there. I don't know where she's at. You were supposed to go.
The Fates.
Speak with the Fates to determine her location. And
to be honest,
but nobody knows where the Fates are held up. So you were supposed to go to the Centaur Huntress so that she could tell you, if she knows, where the Fates are located.
And you ask what brought us to Memnoss.
Yeah. What's at Memnoss? It's a Hydra and orcs. What does that have to do with my sister?
Well, the Huntress is best met with a trophy from a great beast.
Oh.
And what greater beast than a Titan?
Not a beast, but okay. It's a baby Titan. It's a
Semantics.
monstrosity.
What are you pretending?
Monstrosities are not beasts. Well, according to the player's handbook, and he pulls one out and flips through it. No. Or the monster manual, I should say. But yeah, he
puts eyeglasses.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
Yeah, rules lawyer.
Semantic.
Well, he is 17, 18 years old. So. Okay, so
nerd.
He's a nerd. No, I'm sure this gentleman, he points at Argus, appreciates his rescue, and I'm sure that stopping any orcs raiding parties, that's a big accomplishment. It's a strong deed. It's heroic. It's good, and I'm sure everyone will love you for it. And killing a Hydra is no small feat. I can tell you that, or I can assume that. But that doesn't, I'm not really too concerned about it because that has nothing to do with my sister. But I am concerned about the food, and I appreciate you bringing that to my people, and we'll make sure that the right people get fed.
I didn't like that wording. So, I think we will
Is there anything else? I mean, have you spoken to the hunter Centrus?
Not yet.
That is next on the list.
Okay.
After we hit
Okay.
a well-deserved rest.
Our first priority was returning the food to the town.
Thank you. That's going to be that's going to be put to good use, I'm sure. Mirne is going to she's more in tune with the needs of the people, and I trust her judgment on how she distributes the food.
Now I think I'm gonna show Argus
But
the town.
Back up a second. How did you know there was an orc chief in Memnoss? Or you said you went there because somebody asked you to go there?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old soldier whose name I cannot remember.
Arcturus?
Yes.
Arcturus, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna put
Arcturus
in my notes.
had you go out there. He never told me that he sent you out there.
Well, it didn't send us. He like, if we're around the area, maybe take care of it.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we were not expecting the chief to be there. We assumed it would be one of the groups, one of the bands under his control, and that we could find him through that. We just got lucky.
Bands plural?
Yes, Arcturus told us that this chief was a threat because he was gathering many tribes under himself.
Oh, yeah. Orcs don't normally work together very well. They're usually very solitary.
And it is lucky that we did, considering that he was gaining strength from the Hydra we had slain.
Yes, the Hydra was giving him the ability to breathe fire.
Well,
It was incredibly unexpected.
And you killed him and the Hydra, so that means...
And burned the corpses.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Well,
still burning.
It's probably still burning. Yeah. That's probably out by now. But yeah, this is a lot to take in. Thank you. Thank you for reporting back to me. You do know that you are not obligated to me.
No, however, you are a good man, and we felt that it would be right to do so.
Well, I try to be. So,
You're not obligated to debrief me. I'm sorry. Force of habits.
yeah, I'm doing my best in the absence of my father and sister. I did not train or study to be the ruler, right? My father taught my sister what's needed to be the ruler, and I was more of a, let's just say, I was more of a free will. So, but now this has been thrust upon me, so I'll do my best. I still rely on my advisors like Arcturus and Myrne. So, and you guys are warming up to me, so I might lean on you more if anything comes down the pike. So you're welcome to
I do a slight
stay
bow.
or leave or, you know,
Yeah,
do whatever you want to do. I think you said you wanted to go to the inn, maybe rest or something. You're welcome to do that.
And go to the forge.
Yeah, for sure. Is all that good? All right. So
Slight bow.
I'm going to push you guys outside. So you guys go back outside. But when you do, there's someone waiting for you out there. So I'm just gonna drag you to right there. And I'm going to put this guy right there. Okay. So there's this guy. Looks like a hoplite. He does look like he's a veteran soldier. You know, he looks like he's been around the block. And he's like, "Oh, so you've returned."
Arcturus, yes, we have returned with the trophy. Sir Medes.
He's
That's
got
not
his
me.
mouth
I'm not the trophy.
full
The trophy's in the bag.
A mouthful of carrot, actually. So in character. No, I produce from my satchel the orc head wrapped in its own loincloth.
Careful, it's hot.
He looks at it. acknowledges that it is an orc head. Yep, this looks like an orc head.
This was the chief.
Okay. So,
He could breathe fire.
he
We
pulls
were not warned of that.
He pulls a pouch out from his loincloth. Basically, he's got this this armored skirt, but he's got a pouch tied to his belt that's tucked under the armored skirt. So it's actually
A pocket.
it's inside his pants, basically. You know, so it's rubbing against his jumblies. And he pulls it out, and he gives it to you, Zermedes. It's 1,000 tridents.
And intentionally not making eye contact with any of the party, I put it right into my bag where the head was.
Okay. Everyone sees him do this. You have done the coast here, a great deed. Now that the chieftain is that was uniting the orc tribes is gone, that I suspect the orc tribes are going to go back to battling it against themselves, or maybe heading back to their mountains, because there's nothing driving them south. So that's what I suspect, and I appreciate that.
We've done what we can to keep Ilos safe, to make Ilos safe. Now we must focus on finding the queen to be. So we request that you and the hoplites keep it safe.
Yes, we are doing our best to. We are doing our best. I have men up and down the coast patrolling. And I also have men in town keeping
The bees?
yeah, the people safe. Not keeping peace per se. I mean, you know, if Sam and Joe want to fight it out, they can fight it out. But if there's like a band of mercenaries or goblins or whatever coming in, then I'm gonna have to. Then we'll deal with it.
All right.
or what do you call
Soldiers,
it?
not cops. All right.
Right. We're not cops. Well, they kind of are in a very minor sense. You know, like they're used when there's like an uprising or something. But yeah.
Are they like deputies?
Yeah, kind of like marshals or something like that. But
All right.
yeah, okay. Well, I'm back to it then. See you guys. Pew! And then Arcturus takes off. He goes out to the chariots where Myrna's at the chariots. She has about a dozen villagers with her, and they're basically taking stock and inventory of your stuff. Do you want to give the city the chariots?
Yes.
Or do you want them to empty the chariots and then you take the chariots with you?
I would like to keep the chariots, please.
Well, not all three of them.
We keep ending up with piles of metal. And I am tired of carrying piles of metal.
Okay, so you want to keep one chariot
Yes.
as
Yeah,
a way to carry stuff around?
Yeah.
The chariot can easily carry probably 200 to 300 pounds. And because it's sitting on, like, the weight would be sitting on the center axle or whatever, you wouldn't be carrying all that weight. You'd be pulling it, but with wheels and everything, it would be a lot easier. Or if you had a horse, it would be better.
We have a horse.
You do.
For 8 hours a day.
For 8 hours a day.
Intermediate horse.
Yeah. A horse-like thing. Okay. So, if you want, you can leave the chariots with them, and once everything's distributed, they can deliver the chariots to the inn, and you can have all three of them. You know, it's not their property, and the food's really not their property. They're just happy that you're here. Whatever you want.
Well, I'm for sure keeping mine. You guys do what you will.
Yeah, they're gonna distribute the food and then...
They might use it to go around the houses and stuff and drop it off.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
But we're gonna take, like, what's
you're gonna
not
keep-
the food.
But you're going to keep one of the chariots.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least
Correct.
one, yeah.
All right, no problem. So what they do is they do a little transfer of stuff. They take stuff off of one of the chariots and put it on the other chariots. And so the chariot that you have has all of your belongings, all the extra stuff that you've been carrying, the coins and the armor and, you know, any additional stuff like that you have on the one chariot, right? And you wheel it down to the armory, the blacksmith. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. So Argus, for you, you see the party token? I don't know if you can see the party token. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. Number 7, number 6.
6.
Right.
Yes, I do see the party token.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's the party, and then as you guys travel up, you get to number 1, which is obviously an armory, because you can hear the sound of metal anvil activities going on. It makes you feel uncomfortable. Just being in the presence of a blacksmith.
Okay.
All right.
Just FYI, you get like the hair on the back of your neck stands up kind of stuff. It's not that you're not like afraid or, you know, you don't feel sick to the stomach or anything like that. You just get this, not a sense of dread, but yeah, it just makes you get that little extra feeling when you go in.
Itchies.
Itchy, yeah. Okay. So you go into this place. There is a dwarf in there. His name is Galanos. And, whoops, I'm obviously clicking wrong buttons. Okay, so how about this one? Dude. Yeah, that one. Galanos. You can see he's got his braided beard. He's working with bronze. It looks like he's got, he's making like farm implements, like shovels, axes, picks, hoes, nails, hammers, that kind of stuff. Just normal like village tools, village stuff. And when you guys walk in, he stops, he looks up, and he's like, "Oh, my friends. Raxus, I hope you're doing okay."
We're doing all right. And
Yes.
I was also wondering if you could remake this into a shield for me, and I will give him the chest plate,
What
orichalcum chest plate.
The which one?
The orichalcum chest plate.
Okay, so the orichalcum is all or nothing.
Do you guys want the orichalcum armor?
And he looks at it and he says, that's not a lot of metal, right? It's thin. It's not shield material.
All right.
Now, I could make 2 swords out of that. And then I just keep the scraps.
All right.
But if you want 2 orichalcum swords, I could do that for sure. Or I could make like an orichalcum breastplate. I could take all those extra pieces and make it big enough for a human or a minotaur.
Would you be able to make an orichalcum spearhead?
I would appreciate a spearhead.
Yeah.
Okay, I can make a number of spearheads, but it would be that. It would be spearheads, a number of them. We'll just call them spears, right? Because you're going to probably attach one.
Yeah.
So he can make spears. He could make swords or a breastplate. None of that is and. He can't make a spear and... Well, I guess he can make some spearheads and one sword. Yeah, he could do that. Okay, yeah. So I can make 2 spearheads and 1 sword.
That sounds like a deal.
That sounds great. We'll do it.
Okay. Does anybody use a sword?
Argus.
But don't you use a spear? Oh wait, Argus does, yeah.
Argus uses a sword.
Yeah, you can use a sword. And then we have who's using the spears?
Me.
I am. I'm using a spear.
And
We all use spears.
Right. So Zermetes is not using an orichalcum, wouldn't be using an orichalcum spear?
I would like one.
Right.
Can you do 4 spears?
I can do 4 spears.
Don't worry,
2 spears.
Argus, I'm gonna train you.
2 spears, 1 sword. Or
right.
4 spears.
I mean, a spear is a simple weapon, so Argus can use a spear
I
too.
don't know if he can.
Why, because it's metal?
Well,
The
no,
sword is metal.
because he doesn't have those kinds of skills.
I mean, I can use it.
Not well.
But yeah.
I thought spear was simple weapons.
He doesn't make spears. He makes war spears.
Yup. And
A
for
spear
Druid's Day,
is
don't
just like
efficiency martial.
you can make a wooden spear. You know, you could just have carved wood, and that's a spear. But if you want a spearhead, that's a war spear.
And Druids can have proficiency in those kind of things.
And war spear is martial.
Yep.
Damn.
Well,
I might not be able to use one of those just yet. I would still like it for later, but
Just to carry it around.
let me double check.
Simple weapons is all you've got.
Yep, I've got simple and short sword.
And short sword.
I
So you-
believe on the next level I get to pick my monk weapon though.
Why do you have spear? You must have a simple spear then.
Yeah, I have a regular spear.
Okay. But that looks like a war spear to me. Hang on.
I thought it was a quarterstaff.
I have both.
I got simple, short sword, rapier, long sword, and
Yeah, D6,
crossbows.
D8. Okay, yeah. So you have a normal spear. Yeah, a war spear is D8, D10.
Yeah, but it's martial.
And it's martial. And it's 4 pounds and not 3 pounds.
Hmm.
Okay, so a sword and 2 spears? Because 2 people can use martial spears, and you can use a sword. So that
I'll take it.
Not
Yes.
you.
Oh.
Now you can take 2 swords.
Jermaine can
and-
use a short sword, right?
Yeah.
Would you prefer to him have the short sword, or do you have the short sword, or both of you?
I have other melee weapons. I can use my walking staff.
Plus you're a spellcaster.
Exactly.
So how do you want to do
So
it? A sword and 2 spears? Because
think that'll work for you guys.
Zermetes can use a bronze short sword.
Yes.
Are you ever going to?
I mean, if the orichalcum makes it a +1, then yeah.
Is that a monk weapon?
Yes.
Short swords are monk weapons?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I don't
In
see.
fact, I specifically have short sword proficiency.
Well, I know you got
and
short
simple
sword
weapons.
proficiency, but is that a monk weapon?
Oh, yes, yes. I have the monk class pulled up right now. Because I thought I remembered something about picking a specific weapon, but I think that was based off one of the paths. But yes, they can use short swords.
Okay.
Or spear, but not war spear.
Right.
Darn.
Okay. So, orichalcum weapon. Yep, it's +1. Attack and damage.
Yep. Okay, monk weapons are short swords and any simple melee weapons that aren't two-handed or heavy.
Okay. Short sword is not simple.
Well, it said short sword or simple.
Oh, I thought you said only simple.
No, short sword or simple melee weapons.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you're fine.
And they can't be heavy or two-handed, so no, like, war spears. Two-handed property, not two-handed wielding. So, like, giant hammers are out.
Right, right, right. Okay, so what am I making?
Sword and 2 spears, I suppose.
Okay. So come back in the morning and I'll have them done.
That's fast.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Oh, I should remove the orc head. Did he take the head, or just look at it?
He just looked at it. And took
I'm
your
gonna toss
word,
it in the
and
woods
took
with
your
trash.
word that it was the chieftain.
Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna toss it in the woods where they've been emptying the toilets.
Okay.
He was mean to me.
Yeah. So go ahead and delete it then.
Deleted.
He was meaner than even the Hydra.
He was more effective at breathing fire than the Hydra.
That's right. Yes, 4D.
That was luck.
4d6 every turn, or 12d6 once in the entire battle. Or maybe twice.
Yeah, I love the moment. Like, it's only D6s. Immediately in my mind, like, how many, Derek?
Yeah,
Rolls 12s.
that's right. Okay, so you guys go back to the inn, which is number 8 over here.
To empty out. And Argus gonna take Orion's room.
Well, you have your own. Oh, Argus. Yeah, that's fine. There is a chest that you have at the inn.
Don't touch if you're not Zermetes.
I'm going to let Simon and... No, not Simon. That's the one I just deleted. Raymond... No, and Simon, right? Yeah, Simon, that's you. Put Raymond on that and save. Okay, so there should be a chest that you 4 can open and edit, but I would do not touch if you're not.
Nice. I definitely didn't add a note when I put my trap in.
No, that's perfect. That's good. That way, two people don't change it and then mess everything up. Because, like, let's say you take 12 spikes and the other person takes 12 spikes, and now you've got 24 spikes when you should have only had 12.
All right. Well.
Okay. So, did you want to put anything in there?
Yeah, I'm putting my war spear in there.
Because it's going to be an extra. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Zermedes, are you editing this?
No.
You should.
Oh, I mean, I can.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean. You should edit that. Go ahead and add one war spear.
Okay.
It's not really in the chest. It's because it wouldn't fit. It's probably sitting in the wall next to the chest. I get it. It's in one of the rooms. You know. What else would you guys like to put in there? Anybody have something that you're carrying that you really don't think you're going to need when you're out and about?
Yes, 400 gold pieces.
Well, yeah, the gold might. Yeah, you got 1,500 tridents in there. 2,000 tridents. I see a lot of that. But now you got all this gold. You should probably put that in there too.
Yeah, gold is heavy.
Gold.
I would like to put my the lava ring in there as well.
What? Why would you not wear it?
It's now inert.
It's cool. It is a gift from your god, is it not?
It is.
Why would you lock it away in this inn? Wear it with pride. It saved our lives.
That is fair.
It is proof of your deeds.
He's keeping it. Okay, so
Excellent.
Who's dropping off how much gold?
I put my ancient dwarven gold coins in.
Right, but I mean the rest of them.
I'm doing it.
And I will also put the bull signet ring in there.
You're doing a lot of typing for just adding a couple of hundred gold.
Well, I need to specify ancient dwarven gold coins.
Okay. So hopefully when you all have it up on edit, you'll be able to see what other people have typed. And if you
don't think it works like that.
I don't think it works that way. So you might be typing over somebody else's entry is what I'm saying. Only one of you should have it open at any time.
For the record, I do not have it open.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. I know you do. Are you
We
done?
can hear you.
Because I'm waiting for, as soon as you save it, it'll pop up on my screen. Because I see the 400 ancient dwarven coins by Zermedes. Select, Control C, Control V, change the name, done. 300. Okay, so you put 100 bolts.
Don't change the name. Leave it.
Okay. And
Make it say Zermedes.
Right. Well, he has his ornate hilt as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good. Anything else, guys? There, FYI, guys, there's nothing really to buy in town.
Yeah, we've noticed.
You're collecting all this money, which is good. But there's not for later, right?
We could start a bank
You could start.
and lend people money.
You could lend people money so they could buy dirt to eat. Good. You could sell rocks.
I believe the term.
Have any of you seen The Life of Brian?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So they're gonna stone this person, right? And there's a huckster on the side of the street selling rocks so that you can stone this person. Okay. So
pretty great rocks.
yeah,
The last
look
thing
at
I
this one.
recommend
It's
there,
perfectly round. Yeah.
The last thing I'd like to add in there is the bull signet ring.
Okay, put that in there.
I am.
The mask? Are you gonna...
Ooh, the gold mask.
I'm adding some of my treasure things. This
Okay.
isn't Scruffles. He's not wearing all this stuff.
There's also a figurine of an ox.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever's editing it, you can add in. I can put one dwarven bronze idol in there, worth 40 GP.
Make sure you delete it off your character sheet because I don't want it in 2 places. For those of you that see the Ithian sail, that is a sail for a ship that allows it to move 1 mile per hour faster. It's pretty impressive. Specifically when ships only normally move 3 miles per hour. So a 4 miles per hour is very fast.
It's a black pearl.
Yeah. That's a 33% increase.
When
Okay, we
so
got
like
pearls, manticore tusks, tail
Perils.
spikes. If you want, you can put as many war spears as you think you could have fit in the back of a chariot. Because all the orcs are carrying these war spears.
won't
You got
be
stacks
using
of
it,
them.
so-
Yeah.
So if
The
you
oth-
want
the
to put
other
like
thing
a
I'd put in
dozen
there-
war spears, that would be fine.
Also, if anyone's still editing, I'd like to put in the ivory comb worth 25 gold in the chest
Ivory
as well.
comb worth 25 gold.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I believe that what we're doing is called hoarding.
No, you're stashing. You're cachet. You're caching. Getting rid of that extra weight.
We're making a rainy day fund.
We're gonna come back and this is all gonna be gone.
Yeah, you know when you're in Skyrim and you just dump all your stuff in one chest.
There'll be 1 copper piece left behind. A dragon from another campaign will fly in and take it.
we raided. We almost killed a dragon. It got away with like 1 health. We stole its hoard. I specifically put the 1 copper piece I had where in the middle of where its hoard was. We came back to town later. It attacked the town, took our treasure, and left the same copper coin. Except I was the only one in the party who carried all my money with me.
You guys should keep some money on yourselves because you never know.
Yeah.
There might be bandits on the street that want 12 gold.
Yeah, but we kill them.
I know. But you never know.
Is anyone still editing the sheet?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I
Do you
put
wanna
my
s-
stuff in one spot so it's readable.
Yeah, we
I see it on
should
it.
divide them.
I just hit save, so if anybody wants
see
to
it.
edit.
I can see it.
Well, mine is all in one line, so...
Now I have to delete that stuff that I had. Okay. Bronze icon. Death mask. Siren statue.
Okay, so I'm going to allow this to happen while you guys get your room, you drop off your gear, you go downstairs. Hyanthus is the innkeeper. Okay, so that's the innkeeper. He seems to be friendly enough, but he doesn't really engage in any kind of conversation or small talk or anything like that. He's just doing what he does. He's baking bread. He's serving drinks.
He's being professional.
He's just being a father, right? Working his shop. His daughter, which is Oranthia, she.
Does Argus do the role?
Well, he doesn't need to roll. He's already on her radar. She gives Raxus a little extra bread, maybe some butter. You know, when everyone else, you know, it's like when she brings food to the table, she puts it in front of Raxus, and then even though it's for the whole table, she gives it to him. You can see that she rubs up against him from time to time. You know, as she walks away, she, you know, like her hand will like brush against his shoulder as she continues to walk away, kind of like as a reminder, like, you know,
Raxus won that role.
like she favors Raxus. You can see it. You don't even have to make an insight roll or anything. You can tell that she's
I just think she's being real nice to him. So like,
she's being
nice girl.
overly
Yeah, but Raxus is Den's protagonist, so
she's flirty. Let's just say that. She's flirty.
Yep.
She's letting you know that she's interested without coming out and saying, "Hey buddy, I'm interested." You know. Basically, she's just letting you know that she thinks of you as I don't want to say more than a friend, but she thinks of you like a potential, like you have potential, right? And the father notices this, right? And he doesn't say anything. He doesn't speak up and say, "Keep your hands off of her," or anything like that. He just goes about cleaning his glasses and wiping the tables down, and every now and then, someone from the village will come into the inn. It's not a It's not a lucrative business. First of all, they don't have a lot of food. Their mead is all watered down heavily because they're trying to get it to spread. They're trying to spread it around. They have this honey mead. It's really good, but it's honey mead light because of all the water, right? Yeah, and if you want to talk to him or engage with him, you're welcome to. If you want to engage with Oranthea, you can. There's no real conversations needed.
the Hyanthus knows everything. Just need to.
Yeah.
Love that.
That
like,
would
keep
be,
your hands off my daughter. I'm like, he hasn't done anything.
That would be true.
Yeah, Raxus is about as dense as a 10-ton hammer. Just goes right over him.
Because you don't have, like...
Okay, these are
normal mortal impulses.
Okay, these guys should be on the... Oh, they're on the GM layer. Okay, let me fix that. You guys should hear some music.
Yeah, some flute.
Yeah. So, you spend the rest of your day there, basically, organizing your treasure upstairs in one of your and then you've got your table that you sit at, but there's a couple of other people that come to the inn. You see this guy. He looks like a hoplite, but he's not wearing anybody's colors. He looks like a soldier of some kind, but he's not wearing the dolphins of Ilos. Ilos has like these 3 dancing dolphins as their heraldry. He's also not wearing like black and white from the Kraken hoplites. He's just wearing some like leather armor, like a leather jacket, stuff like that. It's not
like me.
Yeah, like you. And he's got he carries a sword. He doesn't have like this giant shield, but you can tell he's probably a hoplite or a soldier, maybe retired, maybe exiled, something. You don't know who he is. He's just a guy.
Well, Do I have Ethy's colors, even
He's
though
not
I
wearing
don't
any.
have
He's
the?
not wearing any colors.
No, I'm talking about me.
You don't have any colors either.
Oh,
Basically, because you're not currently active in a military unit, right? Now you can create your own, and then say you guys are like a mercenary band, called Raxus and the Boys or whatever, and hire yourselves out as mercenaries to go
we are the Genesis.
to go do something. Okay, and then there's another guy who comes in, another couple of guys. These all look like they're farmers or villagers or something like that. But there's this woman down here. She's talking to him, but you can tell that it's a one-way conversation. She is talking at him, and he is listening. Right? He replies, he comments, but you can tell she's doing most of the talking. Hyanthus is up here, or Oranthia goes around making sure everybody gets their milk or water or, Ilos light. These are the stairs that go upstairs. Okay. These stairs over here only go up to these corner platforms. They go up a couple of feet. Those are normally reserved for special guests or something like that. Normally. I mean, you guys are welcome to use them. There's no sign saying keep out. There's a table against the wall up here. It's got some stools. So if you wanted to have your own little bar there, you could against the wall. Or you could sit at a same thing with this one over here. This door right here is the door that leads to the kitchen. And there's the barrels of water over here. And then you have what you call it. And the main door is down here by the fireplace. Okay. You don't have to interact with these guys. These guys look like they're normal villagers, coming and going. People are coming and going. But these two, they do look like something special, but they're not. They're in their own conversation. They're not like looking at you guys or any of that.
Well, they look like mercenaries.
Well, I wouldn't say they were mercenaries. One of them might be. This guy in the red.
He looks like a sellsword.
He looks like he could be that. Yeah. He's an ex-soldier. He's obviously an ex-soldier. He carries himself like a soldier. But he's obviously no longer a soldier. And she doesn't look like a villager. She looks like not a commoner, maybe someone from the mercantile class. Maybe she's got some money.
Middle class.
Middle class. Like she might have a shop in town or something like that. If you want, you guys can just jump to the next day. You guys can get your bed, go to sleep, wake up, and then go on your next journey. Is the chest in the inn complete?
Yes.
Okay.
Is anyone still editing it? Because I've
Okay.
got something. I gotta add my thing. If no one.
You can go on. No
Is it
one.
safe? Okay. But yeah. Are there any games or things to be able to do in this inn? Like
You can throw bones.
cards, or yeah, is there anything? Because I don't have any game sets or tools, but is there any of that already in the inn?
No.
No. Okay.
No darts. No dice just sitting on the table or anything like that. No.
All right. Then Argus sadly will not.
Let's
Start up
say it's
any
very.
game.
It's a place people go to rest, to drink, to eat if there was any food, and to sleep. And that's it. It's not like... It's not party
Fun.
central. Yeah, it's not party central. There's no bard or anything like that here.
Yeah. This place is kind of boring.
Yeah.
Anything to do around town, Gallus? As everyone is like starving.
Work.
I have a set of knuckle bones. Alternately, we could take shepherd's crooks and hit stones into tiny holes in the ground.
Yeah, we can play cornhole.
I call it Zermetes.
Or you could throw a knife against the wall.
We could take turns throwing knives at each other and see who catches the most.
We could bet on it.
It is apt combat training.
Yep, you could bet on it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna skip to the next day.
Yeah.
Animal sounds important.
Well, I can see, you know, out of play that you guys like fool around, trying to make your evening lively, and then go to bed.
Yeah, we've been getting. If we consider finding the sister as our main job right now, we've been getting sidetracked a lot, and we did just spend like 3 days sieging an orc encampment. I don't think we're going after the
I think
NPCs now for more jobs.
I think with you did keep one of the fangs of the Hydra, right?
Yes.
Well, let's hope it's enough for the Centaur Huntress.
I also have this bag of gold that I forgot to, or silver, that I forgot to split up.
Yeah, you forgot.
Forgot.
I genuinely forgot.
Everyone in the inn's ears perk up. What? The silver? No, they don't care.
I got this big old. I'm sorry, I just dropped this big.
So as I'm sitting here unloading priceless treasures into our little stash, I go, "Oh yeah, hey, here, everybody take some."
Okay, so in the morning, you go to the blacksmith to gather your new weapons, right?
Indeed.
And then
Yeah.
you're going to drag a chariot along behind you.
Yes.
One.
Okay. That's fine.
We can actually push it in front of us.
You
If it's
could
empty,
push
right?
it backwards, right?
If that's easier.
No, it's
That would
easier
look
just to
ridiculous.
stand there and hold the bar and walk. You know, two of you, because it's made in a way where two horses would normally pull this. So you guys could, two people can hold the bar and just walk with it, make it like super easy, if you wanted to do that. It's better than you had 5 minutes ago. Okay, so if you were getting a war spear or if you were getting a short sword, just make it a +1. If you wanted, you can go to the compendium and you can go to, you can just type in short sword, right? Or just short, really. And you'll see where it says items +1 short sword. You could just drag that onto your character sheet.
I did, and now I'm changing the name to Orichalcum.
Orichalcum short sword. And if you have a war spear already, then it'd be easier to drag a +1 spear over and then change the damage. The damage goes up by The D6 changes to D8, and the D8 changes to a D10. Because War Spear is not in the compendium.
Darn.
A Vicious Spear is. But no.
Are there any berries in town, either for sale or on bushes?
Berries
Yeah,
The olives.
in town?
either for sale
Any
or
food
on
in
bushes.
town has been eaten.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you need a berry?
Oh, to
Good
cast
berry.
a good berry. I was gonna give it to some hungry children.
When you cast
But-
good berry, it grows out of the ground at your feet.
And you have a focus.
So
So
I wasn't sure because I know like for certain things, if it specifically calls out like if it's an expensive artifact, I don't know if because it kind of to transform the berries, it would make sense that you need the berries.
It doesn't
But-
transform berries.
Up to 10 berries in your hand, or there I can.
yeah.
Up to 10 berries in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration.
Also, it doesn't require a berry to cast. It requires mistletoe. So it's
Oh.
like it grows
Yeah.
into a tiny bush, drops the berries, and vanishes.
Yeah,
But
a
so-
sprig of mistletoe.
Since
Okay.
your staff is your focus, it's like it's growing out of your staff.
The
Well,
staff.
no,
Okay.
if you read the description, it says up to 10 berries appear in your
Here
hand.
in your hand. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You just have them.
So in my world, they don't appear in your hand. They grow at your feet. You cast the spell, and this little bush sprouts up, and it's got 10 berries on it. And you go and you pluck them, and guess what? They appear in your hand. Yeah. They
Okay.
appear by you plucking them. But yeah, you're going to do that in the morning? Or are you going to
I think
pass?
before the night before I go to bed, I'll cast.
Because you know
that a
that
few
each one of
times.
those is a 1-point healing spell.
Yeah, for the day.
But it's also nutrition.
Right. I'm gonna give it. So before I go to bed, that night I'll cast this 4 times. So I'll have 40 berries, and then in the morning I'll give them out to hungry-looking children. That's the plan.
There's no children in the morning.
Not anywhere in the city.
That you can see. You're going to go hunting for them?
And they're
You're
You're going to go
all
knocking on
hungry
doors?
looking.
You're going to knock on doors? Do you have a child? Knock
Are
on
you
doors.
hungry?
Do you have a child?
Okay,
No.
Well, if there's no one,
Because you're leaving at like dawn, I would assume. Now you could give it
Okay.
to some of the villagers, to, like the innkeeper or the blacksmith or, some of the hoplites walking around. You can give it to those guys, or you could say here, make sure you spread these around or whatever, because they.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
You know.
I'll do that. If there aren't just people hanging around.
No,
and I'll
most-
say make sure to eat this before.
You kind of notice that this town is very low energy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not kids playing usually because they have nothing to. I mean, they have nothing. They have these giant bellies because they're starving. They're skin and bones. And the innkeeper and his daughter, they're not like eager. They don't have any energy. They have no nutrition. They just don't have the desire to be, or they don't have the health to be active. But they make do. They're and they're
As
feeling a lot
survivors.
better now that some food has been distributed. Some olives and some dates and some
Pigs.
nuts and figs and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Did you know that a fig Newton has a wasp in it? Google it. All fig Newtons, to have a fig, the Newton, you have to have a ground up wasp.
Oh yeah, I know about that one.
It's kind of weird. It's what gives it its taste. No, I don't know. Okay, so you gather your belongings. You got your swords. You got your spearheads or spears because he attached them to a solid spear shaft. And so now you are all mostly packing magical weapons. Able to
Packing
defeat those
some heat.
ghosts. Now you can fight these ghosts
And burn more hydras.
and burn more hydras. Yeah, get a +1 to hit and damage. Okay, so I'm going to transfer you guys over to the regional map. Boop, there you are. You know you're in Ilos down here.
Yeah.
Where would you
Now,
like to go from there?
No more sidetracking. We're putting the marker on the main quest.
Okay, so do you want to go up the road till you get to the bridge and then just head north?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah, now the road is the most logical part.
it'll be 6 hours to the bridge. Approximately.
Very well.
Okay. No need to roll navigation because you're following a road. Okay, so you're following alongside a river that gets wider and narrower at spots. You know, gets deeper and shallower at spots. It's got a fairly... You can see like leaves and branches and twigs and stuff flowing downstream, right? So it's actually moving at a good clip, you know, but it's not like the rapids. You could easily just walk across if it was shallow enough, but you could tell it's moving. It's not stagnant or whatever. And I'm going to roll a die. And I get a number between 1 and 1,000,000. Okay. So
I
after
know 11 means nothing because you rolled that earlier.
Yeah, well, does it? Okay. So you guys make it to the bridge. There is an actual wooden bridge. It's a cart bridge. It's about 10 foot wide. It's not super big. And it looks like it's in good repair. It's good, solid bridge. You make it there. You've already had a short rest or a rest for food. I wouldn't call it a short rest. I would just call it a rest to eat, and then you continued on. So it wouldn't eat into your time. So 6 hours later, you're right there. What would you
Going,
like?
yeah, going straight north would actually save us like 1 hour. The woods counts doubles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you have a woodland druid. No.
He's not.
Too bad.
Outlander.
Yeah. An outlander helps, but... here we are. Perfect. That's what I need to do. I'm moving some things around. I'm putting the Wilderness Encounters under the Wilderness Encounters tab. Because it was under the Quest tab, and I'm like, what the hell? Move that around. Each hexagon, yeah, I know that, represents a league.
That's some arbitrary rolls, that Zed.
If you spend it on the road, or if you...
That's a lot of ones.
Okay, we are very good. You make it to the bridge. It looks like there's a small clearing on both sides of the bridge. Like maybe they used local lumber to make the bridge.
How sustainable?
Yeah, that's a good thing for a druid, right? Okay, so what do you want to do from there? You want to go straight north? Or north left?
North left.
Straight north left.
North left. Okay.
Just straight through here all the way to the sea.
That's right. So you can move to there and make camp. Is that what I'm gathering? And then on the next day, you'll go into the domain?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to a huntress domain at night.
Is there anything on the chariot? Or you guys carrying your own personal belongings? Or do you have all your backpacks on the chariot?
I assume we're carrying what we need to present as proof of a great beast.
Yeah, bags are on the chariot.
Yeah, I mean, makes it easier for you to fight and stuff. Right, okay. You find a spot where you can, start a fire, put your little bedrolls out that someone doesn't have. Had an opportunity to get one, but
the only one who has something to sleep in is the one that doesn't need to sleep.
Okay. You know what that means.
Is it really good or really bad?
It is.
We don't know.
It is awesome.
It's a plague village.
Again.
It's a no.
Well, it is a plague. Well, that makes it sound like there's going to be more than one village.
That's true. But I'm going to do a /R 1d12 plus 1d8. Will that work? It will work. We rolled a 5. Okay. I'm okay with that. All right, this works. Okay, so on your way to your campsite, right? So you're cresting a very small hill in the woods. And cresting a rise, you come across several ochre-skinned orcs. Okay, clad in hides and black paint of war. How many?
5.
A bunch of dead ones.
Oh.
No, they're all alive. 6 of them. Like I said, 6 dead orcs. Okay, so I'm going to put you on a map.
Alright. We can do this in 40 minutes.
I think you can. I'm going to assume you... Who are the 2 people pulling the chariot?
I am one of them.
You and Raxus. That looks good.
Yup.
Okay. So... There... Give me a second. Where did you go? There you are. Copy. Yeah, you guys got a few minutes? Sure.
Let's put that level to the test.
All right, so that's... Do I have the orcs on the map? I don't think I do. I got one orc on the map.
And you get it easy with your god, Rexus. Just rushing head first.
Yeah, ain't it awesome?
Mine's literally prevent cataclysm.
Oh, for some reason I have him on the map layer. Okay, let's change that. I was like, how come I can see him so clearly, but I can't select him?
Oh, and help mount a coup.
There we go.
Hey, what did I say? I got a dope ass forge god on with me. It's awesome.
That looks right. Okay, so you guys crest this hill, which is the little wooded area behind you. You come to a small clearing, which is where the woods basically ends, where you were planning on maybe starting a campsite or whatever. But before you could do that, you see that they are orange skinned. So as you can see, just like the token, they almost look exactly like the orcs from Memnoss in their coloring and everything.
So they're Hydrax.
They might be the same clan.
No, we are Cyclopax.
You can see that they each have a sack tied on their back like a crude backpack. They're each carrying like a sack tied to their back.
Is it human shape?
No, they're like little backpacks.
Alright.
And then we'll go into the initiative, because as soon as they see you and as soon as you see them, they know it's game time. So that would be
mutual understanding.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I'm gonna mark this guy as the guy with the initiative. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and descend this. There is no surprise. You look up, they look up, you're both surprised, and then we go to initiative. Okay, Argus, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Orange.
Always the classics.
That's it. That's my turn.
Argus, what are we doing?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I cast Mirror Image, and that's it.
Do you
Wait, can
really...
you hear me?
Yeah?
I heard
What?
I heard that's it.
Oh, okay. Let's say it again. I cast Mirror Image.
All right.
That's
And is that all you do?
Yep.
Okay. Gallus.
Knowing Zermetes. Knowing Zermetes. I don't even have to dash twice. I'm gonna put myself there.
Oh, okay. First of all, you can't get there. You're there. You want me to move you? 5,
Yeah, that's-
10, 15, 20. Whoops, hold on. 25, 30. You cannot cut a corner of a monster.
Damn.
So do you want to stop there?
I'm gonna dash. Cunning action.
Okay, the reason why I'm saying you probably don't want to do that, but that's fine. If you want to get an opportunity attack from this guy, you certainly can.
Damn. Because knowing Zermetti, he's just gonna do boop. Alright, I'm gonna stab him from there.
Okay.
And...
I need to know what
Poke.
their armor class is.
well, I missed. And I got sneak attack. I'm gonna uncheck that. I missed. I got 9.
Yeah, you can assume that a 9 misses. Are you done?
Yes.
Zermetis.
Okay. I let go of the chariot, stretched myself out a bit because I'm sore from pushing it for 8 hours.
Right.
That's why I took so long to come up in the turn order. And then I draw my new short sword, eager to test its blade.
All right.
That's about half of my movement.
Okay.
And I'm going to stab, hopefully deep.
Deep?
It's pretty deep.
Am I getting advantage?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, it's pretty deep.
So you do 10 damage?
Yes.
That's with a die roll of 1? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's pretty impressive. Wait, with a crit, it should... Okay, never mind.
1 on one die, 3 on the other.
Okay, yeah. When I was thinking it would all be part of the same formula, but it's not. Okay. So yeah, you stab him. He goes, "Oh! Why me? I was just standing here."
And then I'm going to daunting no, because that's a small area. I'm going to give him a single punch. I'll use a key point. Use a key point, flurry of blows, have a punch.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah. And, I guess he is knocked prone.
Yeah.
So it's 25 movement to get there.
Yeah, he's dead.
35, 40, 45. This guy is getting kicked.
Yep.
And he'll have to make a strength save if I hit. 15?
That hits.
Okay. He's got to make a strength save. Or be knocked 10 feet.
10 feet or prone?
10 feet. Strength is 10 feet. Dex is prone.
He rolls a 5.
He is knocked 10 feet away from me. Not prone.
Right. You kick him, he goes stumbling backwards on, like, "Oh my god, I got kicked in the chest."
And that
And he's saying all that in
whole
orc.
turn. That is my whole turn.
Raxus.
Wait, you can hit and keep moving?
I'm gonna back up a bit. I'll back up the
Yes.
square to get me a running start.
You can
to know.
use a portion of your movement, attack, and then use the remainder of your movement. What are you doing? Oh, you're taking a 5-foot step back?
I will move.
King.
And I will move 30 feet to this orc.
You got to move straight at him. So you'd be right there. Boom.
Which will let me use my bonus action to hit him with my horns.
Okay. An 11 misses.
Well, let's see if the spear does it.
He's not used to it.
Ah,
Ah.
well, that's my turn.
An 11 still misses. Okay, so
You're all.
charge, 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 stabby, stab, miss. Okay. The orcs. That's not that. This is that. Okay. They all have aggressive, which basically means they can use a bonus action to move and then they have a move and then they have an attack. Okay. Okay, so one orc on Argus. And what? Oh, yeah, to see who I attacked.
Yep.
That's a image, right? And I rolled an 11. That
11.
Misses, right?
No. That hits it. That's my 11 is the AC. Okay. One less mirror image.
Yep.
You didn't put your bonus on Dex?
No.
Ah.
It doesn't have his dex. It has, like, something else, right?
I think it was 10 plus his dex.
Yeah, it's 10 plus my dex mod.
And your dex is only +1?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So it hits. Go ahead and subtract. You did? Perfect. Okay, one on Raxus. I rolled an 18.
That meets it.
So you take 9 piercing. One attacks Zermetes. He rolls a 19
Yes, that hits.
for
I went
6,
up to an 18.
6 piercing.
Excellent.
And then 2 are going against Gallus. 1, 2. I rolled a 14 and a 10.
No.
Yeah, they both miss. Okay, Argus.
Cool.
Back to you.
Um,
There's this orc standing in front of you.
I get try out my new cantrip.
Hopefully it's a
Yes!
hopefully it's a ranged attack.
It's not an attack. I enchant my
Oh, okay. Your
my
staff. Yep.
Yep.
I saw a meme about this spell.
Yeah. I love it.
Dash,
I love
shy,
Shillelagh.
dash.
as my
Okay.
action. But
Yep, that's
I also
bonus.
get my bonus action, and I'm not seeing people's HP, but I think it was Raxus that just got hit. Was that correct?
Mhm.
Or was that Zermetes?
Yeah, he got hit for 9 and Zermetes got hit for 6.
Okay, then Raxus, you get a healing word. So
For
6
6.
HP up.
Healing word's a bonus action.
Yep. Yeah. So my action was Shillelagh.
Nope.
Oh, that is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind.
Right
No,
in front.
no healing then. No healing then. Then
Right.
I'll just attack him.
Right. You bonus action Shillelagh and then you action hit.
For 22, it's for 9.
It's close. But yeah, you got him. So it does wisdom damage? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it cues off my spell.
All right, you smacked him. Anything else?
That should be it.
That should do it. Gallus.
He is quite wise in the ways of stick.
That's right. He's got that stick. Okay, Gallus. Remember to think about what you're going to do before your turn starts.
Yes. I'm
So-
gonna use clever as the gods on that guy. Wait. On that guy. So it's my deception against his
Yeah, you got to post it.
wisdom.
It's his insight, right? Or his wisdom save.
Why do it?
Yeah, there you go.
Here you go. Deception.
So you use your bonus action to devise a
Yes.
clever plan. Okay. If he fails,
Everyone gets advantage on that guy.
you have a
Gallus,
tax.
what is your clever plan?
To kill him.
Did you just say look over there?
Yeah. He goes, they're behind you. Okay. He has
Oh
to
my
make-
god, Quaisos!
He rolls a 9.
Hey,
So
I
he's-
get my sneak attack.
Yeah, that's true. He's deceived.
He's deceived. Instab. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Then I do a 15 damage.
Yeah, you did.
And that's it. I don't move.
Okay, you kill him. You go, look over there, and you stab him, and he dies.
That was foul.
Now, if you want to move, you can, like, circle this orc. There you go. Okay, Zermedes.
Zermedes. I'm going to take 2 steps, ignoring this guy, and instead stab the one that Raxus is fighting.
Right. Okay.
Because that's where I see an opening.
That's advantage. Yeah,
That's-
he's got his back to you. 16 hits.
16 for 8.
Yeah.
And then I turn around with a flurry of blows and roundhouse kick the one that I pretended to ignore in the face now that he's distracted.
Right.
23, and he's got to make a dex save.
Did you just...
He rolls a 5.
He is knocked prone.
Right. And he takes 6 damage.
Yes.
All right.
And then I hit him again for 9.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
take 2 more steps over here, and that's my turn.
Okay. Raxus.
Oh, I'm going to go over to where Argus is and assist him with his orc problem.
Right. There it is. Did you want to charge him as a bonus action? Or you can only do that once?
I'm good.
Damn, this is not your day.
A 12 does miss.
Yeah, screw it, I'll action surge.
Okay.
Is it the first action surge to work? No, it isn't.
Oh wait, does he have advantage?
No.
Or... Oh, it's just on the one guy that the clever plan works on.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
That's my turn then.
That's his turn. The orcs.
It's like,
Can't hit him all.
it's like my hunter's mark, but I need to do it every turn.
Well, he's feeling spry because he killed one of these druids, so he's going to strike the druids again. Oh,
One of these druids.
Aha! He strikes the fake druid,
he rolls an 8.
and he doesn't
Miss.
kill it.
Okay. And then the other orc strikes at Gallus and rolls a 9.
Ah.
And a crit, but a 9, so he misses. Okay, Argus.
Okay, now for realsies,
For
I'm gonna heal
realsies.
Raxus. Great.
All right.
Okay,
Raxus,
and
you're
then
late.
that's my bonus action, and then from action, I will hit the orc back.
Okay. 20 hits for 5 damage.
I love Child Cat.
Anything else?
That is all.
Okay. Gallus. You have advantage because I think the monk is giving you advantage.
Yes, he is. So I'm gonna do my clever plan
You don't need to
on
do that.
one.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna be greedy. I can help you. As long as I can see him.
Okay. Oh, it says that's what I was looking for. That you can see. Okay, yeah, for sure. So make your deception.
Deception 18 again.
You're like reflecting the sun into his eyes with your sword.
I rolled a 5. So he's deceived. He
So
keeps he keeps looking behind him like, are there more behind me?
So more druids. So I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay. You do have advantage, and you do have sneak attack, and you hit, and he doesn't make it.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some good damage.
Now you can move if you want.
Yeah. And
Do you have 30
Here.
feet? Yeah, there you go. There's 30.
that's it.
All right, Z.
Okay. Well, with 40 movement, I can get right there
Give Raxus this.
for double advantage.
You should be able to see Raxus's hit points because I just double checked.
I can't see anyone's. Even I don't have a bar.
I only see mine.
Okay, I looked at. Okay, maybe I looked at.
Let me do-
Maybe I looked at Zermedes. Okay, Raxus. 45,
There's-
44 of 45. It says everyone can see visible to everyone.
It's weird.
Save. There you go. Maybe a refresh.
Because
Okay.
you did just copy and paste the tokens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see them on the last map, so maybe this one's just being weird. Anyways, I'm going
Could
to
be.
stab him. 15
You're welcome to stab him. That hits.
for 10.
He has 1 hit point left.
You could have left that to Raxus. He needed one.
It's all good. It's not competition.
If it was, I would have already won.
Okay, well, this campsite has been cleared. They were going to use it as camp, and now you can use it as a camp. Yeah, so that's fine. This is where we're going to call it. But they have little backpacks on their back, and those are full of rations and dried figs, olives, and dates. 3d4 days worth
Each bag or total?
total.
Okay. Are you rolling that or are we?
I got it.
Okay.
4.
We each get one.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
easy way
so
to
you
do
can
it.
have each of you can have 1 ration.
We put it.
But you don't have to use it because you have an Outlander that feeds you daily, right? So just hold on to it in case you ever get separated or he gets killed or something.
Or if we spend
How
time
long
in a
will it
dungeon.
last? Just a few weeks. So, yeah, a few weeks. So eventually you're going to have to use it. Okay, so they have a crude black symbol of a many-headed hydra.
They are Hydrix.
Yeah. Yeah, so they've got this like tattoo of a hydra.
Gallus, I copied your ability in battle.
The symbol is a rearing hydra. Its arms are back and its heads are extended like flared out.
How many heads does the Hydra have?
Does what?
How many heads does the Hydra have?
On the symbol?
Yeah, on the symbol, not. Yeah.
It has more than 1. Let me
3.
give it a D.
And it's weird that you say that,
slash
Mason,
R.
because I was gonna say that, wow, you're playing like me.
Yes, I told the orc
2D.
to look behind him as I stabbed him in the back. And then,
Seven.
doing so,
7-headed
Wow.
Hydra.
in doing so, I made the second orc look behind him as I kicked him in the face. Your plan of look behind you works very well, Gallus. I appreciate you teaching it.
Yeah,
Most-
but it
most
works only
Hydras-
on.
Most Hydras have heads from 2 to 10. 10 is, you've never heard any stories of any Hydras with more than 10 heads, and you've never heard of a single-headed Hydra.
That's just a lizard.
That's just a dragon, or whatever. Right. Wingless dragon. Okay, so this is what we're gonna call it. You guys are gonna form camp and do your little do your thing here with your chariot and everything. And
I feel fine. I haven't lost anything.
right. But that's where we will resume next week with you guys on the edge of the woods in a camp, ready to go, and maybe for the next day.
And continue the main
I assume you
quest
take
no
the
more.
orcs and you dispose of them somewhere, pile
Yeah.
them in the corner or something. I know you're not giving them a burial.
So where I'm
Yeah.
Or you could give them a burial just to prevent them from stinking or whatever.
I would burn them.
Or you could burn them. They burn nicely. All right, guys. Well, that's where we're going to... Wait, hold on.
Next Thursday is Thanksgiving. I don't know if
We play on Wednesday.
okay if no one is like traveling or doing anything.
I don't. Good call out, but I'll be here. Everybody else going to be here?
I'll be
Yes.
here.
I can make it.
I'm French Canadian. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
There you go. But what about Mike? Okay, so I wanted to check to see if this was worth anything. I didn't. I thought
Simon, you already had your guys' Thanksgiving.
Raxus? You awake, bud?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's worth 0 experience points.
Yeah, one of my manager really celebrate Thanksgiving.
Hold
but
on.
she has,
You do get an experience point bonus
Oh,
because you returned the head.
didn't you already gave us that XP?
No, I gave you
No.
something, but not
That was for the Minotaur skeleton.
for every. I did give you the Minotaur skeleton. I'm glad I remembered. Labors, the ruins of Memnoss. There is something that says if you kill it, you get this, but if you return the head, you get this. So I'm just double checking, making sure. Yeah, if the players return the head... Oh, wait, that's if you give it to someone else. Okay.
We could have given it to someone else.
Well, I already threw it in the poop, so...
Is what it is now.
Yeah. Okay. You got the scorpion. You got the chieftain. Sarcophagus, the Minotaur, the Acropolis. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So there was 1,500 for killing the chieftain, with a bonus experience if you deliver the head to X person who's not Arcturus. So yeah. Okay, you're good.
Hey,
You didn't know anything about that new quest, so no skin off your
Alright.
back.
we just see the failed.
Yeah,
Damn.
quest failed. No, it's an alternative quest, so it's at some point I'll
We
let
still
you
got
know. At some point I'll let you know what that experience is.
Just like with the fishing village.
It wasn't a lot. It was 200, but either way. So it'd be like 50 each. But that's only if you deliver the
Regardless.
head to this person. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great night. I will see you next Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have a good. You guys
Excellent.
have a good night.
Yeah,
Log
Thank
out.
you.
Boop.
Bye.
Boop. There we go. And again, guys, on the stream, if you're listening, even though Thanksgiving is Thursday, I don't see why we can't just log in and play for a few hours. So I'll keep you all company. All right, I'll see you then.